circle, buffer, buffer. Hello.
Like that circle,
Hey,
circle, buffer, buffer,
everybody.
circle, circle, buffer, buffer.
Oh,
Hey,
does that.
everybody.
Everybody. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Kimmy Moo Sunshine, Truth Monger.
Hello. Hey, Death. Good to see you, sweetie.
I I wrenched her against her
Oh,
will. She seems okay with it.
uh, um, Ange just asked me in Discord if we were having technical difficulties. I don't know.
Oh,
Hey, hi, Kimmy Moo Sunshine. Can everybody hear us okay? Hey, Truth.
yeah.
Hi, sweetie.
Yeah. Tell us if we got boo boos going on.
Yep. Yep, because we are old. I know I'm old. So hopefully you can hear us okay. Hey,
Or was
V.
it? Are we okay?
Can we hear? Yes, she said yes, we're on now.
Oh,
She was just timing us. We were late.
we were discussing. We were
Yes.
discussing. Um. So I want to start. I should we should chit chat before whoever comes in. But really, um, I just want to do a little statement for myself. I am
Yes.
not a drama channel. I talk shit on the internet. I react. And when Kate and I are not reacting to a video, we're talking, we're discussing.
Yep.
So I'm not interested in a back and forth with another channel unless, it's Sam and Yabba, the cow
Exactly. Right.
content.
Exactly. Yep.
Hey, Pass.
Exactly. Yep. Hey, Pass.
So, a video or live was put out. Was it early this morning or last night? Don't know, don't
Uh,
care. But it was subtly maligning me and really went after Kate.
yep.
And so I just wanted to put a little context out for me because Alana Morris was brought up. And I swear to God, I wouldn't mention that woman's name on my channel again, but I'm
I'm
kind
gonna
of
do it.
forced to with this little bit of a statement. Um, there was I used to mod for Peanut or Pistachio now. And Alana was in her chat, and that's how we got to know her. I'm just gonna skip over a whole lot of context, I should say. Um, so that's how I became aware of her. Have never heard of Candy at that point. Didn't know her, didn't care.
Yep.
Um, so there was a group of us that used to go and listen to the early days of Alana about 3.5, 4 years ago. And we would just sit there in her chat and howl with laughter at her bullshit. She didn't actually notice us, I think, at that point. It was Kate Winslet, me. At some points, Lilla Boots moved in, and Rio, I think, was there. And we just, yeah, it was a little cozy little picnic thing.
Right.
Anyway, so when uh Alana finally took notice of us and she blocked my name, and she started getting really weird, bashing Peanut on other channels and me being a good mod. When she was in Peanuts, I was very careful with her. I never blocked her, ever, never once. I would time her out. So that's how I got to know Alana. Alana moved over to Munching and Chattings. Um, and I noticed what was happening. She was making up stories about being a registered nurse and
Yep.
getting in with Annie Janney, who is a retired registered nurse, and then Dan
Yep.
Kate is a nurse, and there was
Krista. We had
yeah,
several nurses.
yeah. So I went into Annie or Munching's channel and saw what she was doing with Annie J. And I replied to Annie J. I did not make a separate anything. And I just warned Annie J. This woman is not a nurse. Beware. And that was it. That's all I said. So
Yep.
that's how I got to be in Munching's community, where I met Kate Waxlover, where I met
Yep.
Candy Morgan, met, everybody.
Right.
So,
Everybody.
yeah, that is how we met. Now,
Right.
skipping forward. Oh no, and I liked Candy Morgan. and
Yep.
I liked what she was doing. She was funny. She modded me, and we had fun at Alana's expense. And and then Alana took revenge and took Candy's channels away from her.
She sure
That's a
did.
whole thing. Um, but we were in Discord together. We had fun. Um, Now, having said that, and I'm leaving it very because it's a very convoluted story. Um, she started kind of bossing us around, if you know what I mean. I mean, I am nobody. I'm not a sheeple. I have my own mind,
Yep.
and what I find is correct. And I'll help you out if you need it. But don't mistake my kindness for weakness. And she was just stomping around in Discord, commanding this, commanding that, ordering us to do this. I'm never here, and find this for me. Like, it was getting annoying, and Kate's got her own stories to tell, which she will tell in a minute. But I started at that point really, kind of side-eyeing her a lot. And I think the straw that in Discord that broke the camel's back was now Candy would run these game nights, and they were kind of badly ran. She was too high sometimes, didn't know what her audio was off. It was a shit show, but we all showed up, but after a while it was getting annoying. So in Discord, her birthday was coming up. She was going to have a birthday game night, and we all said we would be there. Um, and she was on about something. I don't know what it was. Her feelings were hurt. We all woke up in the morning, happy birthday, Candy, memes, and nothing. Silence. Silence, silence, silence. No game night, nothing. And Kate, you can correct me if I'm wrong. She came in there accusing us of ignoring her,
She did. Yes, she
and
did.
all this stuff, and we're all going, "What the hell are you
Right.
talking
I
about?"
know. Right. Right.
And
Everybody was right there wishing her happy
mhm,
birthday. She
right,
sent me a message behind the scenes saying she couldn't get into Discord. And I'm like, oh well, shit. Let me see what I can do. Let me know if you can't get back in. Please let me know. I never heard anything from her again.
yeah,
So here, we are wishing her happy birthday. Honestly, none of us really thought twice that she wasn't around that day. I just thought, well, hey, she's probably doing it in with her family and having some
mhm,
fun and doing whatever. So
yeah,
that's what everybody just normally thought. Well, here she came back later accusing us of ignoring her and ditching her on her birthday. And we're all kind of like scratching our heads going, huh? The last I
exactly.
knew, you couldn't get back into Discord. So I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So that was the first real crack for me in her. I was putting up with her bossy, her cryptic, messages and lives that never went anywhere. I was kind of getting a little annoyed with this. Um, and then the second really major crack happened when she was. I don't know. Most of you probably aren't familiar with Bountiful or Bounty by
Bounty.
Observation. Yeah.
Right.
He's a V-Bar channel, whole mess over there. Bounty and Candy had gotten into it. I didn't pay any attention to this because really it wasn't my business. And anyway, it was getting a little weird. I Bounty saw me in his chat, and he said, "Would you send Candy a message for me?" He says, "I feel really bad what was said and done, and I would like to apologize. Would you ask her if she'd come up on panel?" Now, prior to that, Candy was going, "He won't talk to me. No, he won't." Like, okay, okay. So this is good. I got a message. I went into Discord and I said, "Candy, Bounty would like you to come up on panel. He wants to apologize to you." Well,
Yep.
no. Oh,
And
flounced
she got
all
upset.
over Discord. Well, what the hell?
Yeah,
You
she was
know?
upset about it. Well, I'm not giving that man time of day and he
Yeah,
can fuck off. And I was like, oh, damn, okay.
exactly. 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 Okay, this is I'm too old for this teenage bullshit, So, and there was just things. And then one day, Kate and I are modding in her chat, And I don't know what precipitated this beforehand, but she accused us of ruining her channel. I
Yes,
went,
sir.
"Excuse me? Here's your
Yeah,
wrench back. I don't know what I said or did that made you say that, but that was the straw. For me,
right,
that was the straw. I don't I'm not interested in the back and forth,
right,
unless you're a subject of or you're a cow like Kalana. You
right.
know, you're like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Oh, yes, before
Exactly.
that I think before that, I had kind of she was in my chat. I was doing a live with Kate, and she was fighting with was it Jules? Somebody wa in my chat, she was
It was
fighting
Bounty. Bounty stopped in and typed hello to you
oh,
in the live.
okay.
And she got extremely upset about that.
Yeah, so there was a back and forth. I kind of was, like, trying to listen to what Kate was saying and keeping an eye on my chat, and I finally, in a very, I thought, nice manner, said, "Knock it off."
Right.
So, anyway, Candy demanded to come on panel, so I let her up, but Kate and I were in the middle of a conversation. I was not gonna stop and interrupt my conversation so she could rant and rave. She
Right.
could wait until I
Right.
was ready to listen to her. She didn't like that, and she
Nope.
flounced off.
Yep.
This is what she does. So again with the bounty thing, it was over and done for me. I'm sorry. I'm moving on. You think I'm ruining your channel? Then I will remove myself. This is not an
Exactly.
airport. I don't need to announce my departure. Bye. Good luck and have a nice day. You know.
Exactly.
Now,
Nope.
after all is said and done, I have never once trashed Candy on my live.
No, you
Made
haven't.
shady posts, never
Nope.
said a damn fucking word to her about
Nope.
anything.
Nope.
Now, the only thing I can think of is my channel growth. My people are sending me super chats. Like I'm just speculating at this point. Um, and she is or that the Barb situation and Kim. She's mad about the video we did about the puppies.
She
I
is.
don't give a righteous fuck about Kim.
No.
I don't
Or Harry or
care.
any of that
It
bullshit.
was those dogs that
Yep. Those
turned out.
pups.
I have an experienced dog person here. I've raised dogs. We were concerned. We had, I think, some genuine advice to give. We weren't actually actively trying to get her on panel. I think, look, I'm sorry. I'm a little choosy about people I let up on my panel.
Right.
You
Right.
know, I
And
excuse
and the
me,
whole
that's why
point.
you've never seen Alana on my panel.
Right.
I've
Exactly.
got standards, and
Yeah, exactly. And
I
well, that
didn't
was the
want
whole
her.
point too, because we were behind the scenes just absolutely being
Yeah.
horrified at her picking up puppies and showing them to the male
Mhm.
dog, and things were just going south very quickly. I am an animal lover. I tried to talk to her in her live that day with Kim.
Yeah.
I was offering her advice. That's it, just offering her advice. Now, the easiest thing to do is because people were behind the scenes were very extremely concerned as well. You said, "Hey, I'll go live. Will that help?" I said, "Yes, maybe if she hears me talking, it's easier for me to talk and explain it that way than to try to sit there and type." Her chat had a lot of trolls in it. She was getting distracted. So she wasn't really able to hear me. I think people did go over and say, "Hey, come on over." All my expectation was for her just to listen so
Yep.
I could just verbally express what I was trying to tell her. And again, I was just trying to help her because I figured, hey, the first time I ever really noticed Kim was she was putting up the x-ray of a pregnant dog, and I'm looking at that going, there's no puppies in there. Where's the puppies at? A puppy, puppies that far along, and I can put this up, very easily. Of when a dog is further along in their pregnancy, and they do ultrasounds and X-rays and that kind of stuff. You can pick the puppies out. I mean, there's so much detail. It's crazy. You can see their little feet, their little fingernails, their little faces, their spines. So I didn't, and that's why I was suspicious then. I'm like, that dog's not pregnant. Forget it, people. But then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, the dog does have puppies, and we've got 7 puppies with a totally inexperienced person. So, yes,
Yeah.
I am
So
experienced.
yes.
So,
So I don't know if Candy has this weird ass proprietary feeling about the people she covers. I don't care about the lore. I honestly don't. I'm here to
nope,
shit talk, like I said, and react to whatever video that's recent. I'm not going down the rabbit hole. I don't care enough about these people to do it.
right,
Um,
exactly,
and
exactly,
and all of a sudden, I don't know what she's got in her mind, whether it's jealousy, that I'm forging relationships with what she thinks are her people. I don't know. I don't, like, grow the fuck up. This is
right,
not life. This is YouTube and whatever. Anyway, that is my statement to what this short little clip I have of her completely losing her marbles. And,
right.
Kate, do you wanna listen to the clip first, or do you wanna
Well,
make your
I,
statement now?
well, I'm just going to give folks a little bit of a background. First, I want to
Okay.
thank people for coming in here and listening to
Yes,
this. I
thank
know
you,
some
everybody
people it
coming
doesn't.
in. Thank you.
Yeah, I know a lot
Yeah,
of people it doesn't pertain to. I'm not. This is not anywhere near bashing anybody,
yeah,
but I am going to speak up because I'm not happy with what was said about me, and I have a history with Candy. I've known Candy for 4 years, at least. I'm trying to even figure out how long I've known Candy. When I came to this community, we were fondly called the pretzel community. I think we've talked about this before. Candy had a community. She went live. She did reactions. She did things. Munching and Chatting went live. MT went live. All kinds of people went live and talked about stuff. And we all were like little flowers. We went to place to place to place to place. And hi, hi, hi. And yes, communities have problems. Like Munching has said over and over, we are probably sometimes the most dysfunctional place you could imagine. But I became friendly with Candy. When I first came onto the scene, she's fighting with everybody. And I'm just sitting back going, okay, wow. I never really had direct fights with Candy, but yeah, I'm sure I said a few snarty things about her from time to time, just, following along with some of the other folks going, why is she working out behind a black screen and stuff? I'm like, I don't know. Don't look at me. I don't know Candy that well. But now
everybody.
Alana came onto the scene in January of 21, and something happened to where she started attacking Candy. Yeah, she started attacking Candy in January. I didn't get on the brunt end of that stick until probably spring. Now, Candy stood up for me. I appreciated that. I've said it over and over. I actually was on a panel with Alana trying to convince her that there is a fake Candy account that goes around making videos. Everybody's like, oh, well, everybody has speculation. Oh, it's this person. It's this person. It's this person. I'm like, guys, it's a combination. They're clipping stuff together. They're trying to throw suspicion on to make it look like this person, to make it look like that person. Well, she was on there going, oh, well, that's red. I can prove it. Well, at the time, I got on her panel and was like, look, that's not red, whatever. Okay. And she finally, had to settle down or whatever. But now Candy was there too. She saw the conversation. Well, Alana mistook something I said. Go figure. Okay. Because the woman can't understand the English language as it is. So I was frustrated. Candy knew I was frustrated. She reached out to me at some point where Diz, which rest in peace, sweetheart, we miss you. Diz approached me and said, hey, would you do me a favor and help me make a Discord for Candy? There's some people she wants to talk to, like Man's nickname, a few other people. I'm like, sure. I'll be in there and do whatever I can do. Because to me, Discord is fun. I love Discord. I have a ball with Discord. Well, for some reason, Discord's a little bit confusing for Candy. So that's not a big deal. Who cares? I've made the Discord. So everybody's in there having a good old time, doing whatever. Well, Candy had something tragically go wrong in her family life, and it was very bad, whatever. This is how I became involved with a lot of stuff going on. Was She claimed, Alana, that she had a clip of a friend of Candy's, MT, saying nasty, vulgar stuff about her and threatening her with a disease. And now we all know our little turd. Yeah, he could have said that, yes. But I was like, yeah, no. Along with a lot of other people were going, you know what? I don't think he said it. So the first thing, I'm sorry, show me. Let's see it. Let's hear it. Come on. Oh, okay. Well, and this was, I was still modding for Annie at the time. So Candy Crew, somebody took it for the team and said, okay, email it to me. Because again, Candy was dealing with a personal crisis at the time. She didn't have time to deal with this shit. So everybody's trying to band together and help her out. Okay, Candy Crew never got an email from Alana. Everybody's waiting and waiting and waiting. Nothing. Of course not, because it's bullshit. Alana never had proof of anything in her life. So finally, we're starting to realize all that. Well, Candy Crew finally gives up. MT is part of Munching Crew. So Munching Crew got involved with all this bullshit. And we're like, fine, let's put the clip up. Put the clip up, shut up, put it up or shut up. Well, she never would. So then she went after everybody tooth and nail. So again, I was modding for Candy. I appreciate it. I even thanked Candy repeatedly for standing up for me, allowing me to go on her panel. And I went on her panel, made an ass of myself. I was pissed. I went off on Alana big time. Well, push came to shove, and the unthinkable happened. This, when she says later in this clip that I had a boner for Alana, you bet I did. Alana has done some nasty shit to all of us, okay? But she did the nastiest shit of all to Candy. She managed with a lie to yeet every one of Candy's channels. She got 4 of her channels terminated for bullshit lies. That's what pissed me off the most. So yeah, that's when I really became a Candy supporter and said, girl, I'll help you do whatever you need to do. Finally, eventually, we all kind of band together thinking, okay, there is going to be strength in numbers and we will stand together here. And I even told Candy behind the scenes, hey, I'm kind of glad this happened. I said, I get to know you in a whole different light. And we became friends. I'm not saying Candy and I were ever warm and fuzzy and what have you, but we had a very decent friendship. We had a relationship. We were friends with some of the same people. So again, everything was cool. No problem. So now, but thank you again for Scarmooch coming in. Swamp Crotch, hey, darling. Olap, good to see you too, honey. Fraggy, always love you, darling. So if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Kate Winslet, good to see you. Deb, you too. But so again, when we did that live about the puppies, everybody's intention was pure. We just wanted to give her a heads up. And of course, we find out hindsight the next day that Kim's bashing everybody, calling us assholes or whatever, for trying to help her out.
Well,
with just, and it is what it is. I get that. And it's like, you know what, Kim, honey, you're on your own. I don't give a shit about your personal life. I've always said that. I was just trying to help you. But so again, I modded for Candy for quite some time. I know some of the same people that she knows. Okay. And if you can't be cordial, that's Candy's problem. She can't be cordial. If she doesn't like you, well, you're going to know about it. And later on, there's a part 2 to this that I'll handle by myself. We just went in because Mr. Grasshopper, he's well aware of who I am. I've known Grasshopper when I was modding for Candy. So he's been around a while. Some of these people I know about. Now, we all kind of wandered away when she started covering Mary because we didn't really know who she was. Like, okay, well, whatever. And we'll lurk and do whatever and help you out whenever we can. But, I kind of stepped away a little bit. And then I got major crap about in June when Candy's having a life. She hadn't been around in a while. I even messaged her behind the scenes a couple times. Hey, hope you're doing okay. Because I'm not going to pry. I'm sorry, I'm not that kind of person. Tell me what you're doing right now, whatever. I'm not that way. I'm going to send a feeler out and say, hey, hope you're doing okay. If you need anything, let me know, whatever. And I've always done that with my friends behind the scenes. Hey, she didn't really reach out that much. We'll come to find out later she had been in some sort of accident. I didn't know about it, whatever. That's not my business. If she wants to tell me, fine. But she ended up doing I lost my train of thought as far as the one she was doing a live. She hadn't been around in a while, and she mentioned Jules. Now, Jules is somebody we all kind of know from Munching's community. She's been
Yep.
around a while. She kind of comes and goes. We see Jules for a while, and then we don't see her for a while. Well, Jules and Candy were doing, good things together. They, do panels together from time to time. Well, they were having a panel one night. Now, there had been some like I said, ruffled feathers have gone on in this community on and off for a long time. The whole 4 years I've known everybody. But people, calm down, they talk it out and they make it up and everything's fine. So Munching, I had thought Munching had made some, peace with Candy. They had, kind of put out the olive branch and things were good. Well, she hadn't been around in a while. She was live. We were all coming in going, hey, good to see you, whatever. And she said something. Jules had been on panel with Candy one night. Well, Munching came in, thought everything was okay, and was giving her a thumbs up and a sign of support. And Jules was on panel. Jules has a thing for Annie. We kind of all know why. And that was between them. And, hey, that's their beef. That doesn't have anything to do with me.
No.
So, again, Jules went nuts. Now, that Jules was wrong. She should have not behaved that way when she's on somebody else's panel. If you don't like somebody, either dip out, hush your mouth, do whatever.
Hi, Jeff.
But be respectful. I learned that the hard way. When Angie Lee would come into Annie's, I had a big pass with Angie Lee, and I don't like the bitch, and everybody knows why I don't. And I'm sorry, the bitch would get timed out all the time if I saw her. And that was my little spiteful ass. Yeah, that was my little spiteful ass. I owned it. I did it. I admitted it. I'm over it. Okay? So whatever. But if you're in somebody else's live, you really need to behave yourself. Now, where Candy went wrong that day, she should have nipped at Jules right then and said, Jules, Annie came in here and just said hello. That's it. You don't need to get all defensive. Well, and I get it. I see both sides of the story. It happened so fast and it was so unexpected that I don't think Candy knew exactly what to do. Candy was kind of like, whoa, it freaked her out. So she didn't do anything. That was her mistake. It pissed Annie off. It pissed other people off. And all of a sudden, I come back after a be right, because I happened to say be right back right when all this went down. And I came back like 5 minutes later and all hell was going on. I'm like, what the fuck happened here? I don't even know what happened. So again, that started off another war. And it's just like, I don't know what happened. And again, yeah, it eventually got all solved and stuff. And I thought things were fine. Well, like I said, Candy had taken a time off. She came back. She's having a live stream. Everybody's there coming in saying how glad they were to see her. And the next thing I know, she said, she's the one that mentioned Jules. She said something about Jules. All I said, because Jules has never said anything or done anything bad to me. I like Jules. Never had a problem with Jules. She mentioned Jules' name. All I said was, I guess I made a mistake of typing this out loud. All I said was, oh, I miss Jules. Man, Candy went off on me. This was last June. Candy went off on me. I'm like, what the hell? Saying, I'm you and you don't know. I'm like, fuck me. And I'm trying to figure out what she's even mad about. And I'm like, okay, if she's mad about Jules still, that was over a year and a half ago. And I thought everybody squashed that beef a while back, because Jules hasn't been around since. I have not seen hide nor hair Jules in quite some time. So if you're out there, Jules, hey, I hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, me too, Jules. Wherever you are, I hope you're well.
Exactly. So I never had a problem with Jules. But so she really got pissed at me and somehow drug Munching and Chatting in it. And I'm friendly. I put aside some beefs with everybody just, because it gets old after a while. It gets fucking old after a while. So I made my peace with a lot of people. Okay. So Annie messaged me going, "Why is Candy mad? What'd we do?" I'm like, "I don't know. I do not know." Now, I sent Candy a DM right after it happened and asked her, "Where is this coming from? I do not know what you're talking about." And I think the one thing that a lot of us can agree on is behind the scenes, Candy is very confusing sometimes. She's very cryptic, you know? I mean, I love Candy.
Well,
Well, I don't have time to do it right now. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that. She comes on live. I can only be here a few minutes, 3.5, 4 hours later.
yep,
She's still there.
my
So,
favorite. I've
right,
not really been here. I'm hardly ever here, except she knows everything that's going on. So,
right,
mystery.
exactly, right. And so nobody, and after June, I stepped back because I did. I sent her a message. I tried to get her to understand what if she's talking about Jules and Annie. That was almost 2 years ago. I barely even, I just know I was there. Yes. But I told her I stepped away. I don't really know what happened. I came back and everybody was arguing. So again, I thought the beef had been squashed. My bad. Sorry. So again, Candy gets very cryptic. She wants you to drop everything you're doing. And I have seen her do this recently, Mr. Grasshopper. She's done it to me. She's done it to everybody. She wants you, and I let this go a long time ago. I was having problems with my handicapped nephew. She sent me a message in Discord. There were people over in the voice channel. There was a couple people over there. She wanted me to join voice. I told her, "Candy, I can't right now. I've got shit going on with my family because I'm sorry. YouTube is a fun thing. It's a hobby for me. My family comes first, always." And I told her, "I'm sorry. I can't come right now. I will do my best. What did you need?" The very next message she sent me, "Are you in voice? Are you there yet?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not, but I am now." And I popped into that voice and I had to send some mighty apologies to the two ladies that were already there after I left. I went in there and I gave that girl a piece of my mind because I don't jump how high when you say so, Candy. Now, I've let a lot of shit go. I let you attacking me in June go. But I am not going to let this go, Candy. You had no right when all we were trying to do was to help Kim give her some advice. Now, I'm sorry, I do have credentials. I am licensed, I'm bonded. I've had to even had a special critter license to deal with exotic animals. So I know a few little more things about animals and pets than you do. You don't even have a pet, Candy. Now, that's another thing that's going to come out too. People were over at Grasshoppers talking about the Kim thing with the puppies. Now, again, I didn't get invested in this much, this with Kim and the puppies. I saw the x-ray. I'm like, she had a dog, I'm pregnant. I ain't worried about it. But then here I'm seeing people talking about this behind the scenes. "Oh my God, she's lifting the puppies. She's going and grabbing the puppies and showing them on stream. She's showing the puppies to the male dog." And then I found out that this dog itself was only a puppy that was 8 months old. That's when you ask anybody behind the scenes who has dealt with Kate Waxlower. That's when I just flipped my lid. I'm like, "You've got to be kidding me." Now, I went over and said my piece to Kim a couple times. Well, I got blocked. I don't care. So I'm going to say stuff. Now, when she was struggling the other day and freaking out about the puppies and this and that and whatever, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bite it. Because, again, Candy, I thought this was kind of a friend of yours. You've been around since the beginning. You said, well, okay, I kind of thought that Kim, you were friendly with Kim. So I was trying to help. This had nothing to do with views like you claim it did. This had nothing to do with anything but me trying to gain all my expertise. Now, the only reason I was behind the scenes venting some frustration because I was trying to talk to Kim in her live, but she was getting trolled. Things were going on. She wasn't really hearing me. She was distracted. Now, a lot of people know I vocalize things much better. Kathy came up and said, hey, do you want me to do a live real quick? And I rearranged my entire day for this. I was getting ready to leave. I was going to walk out the door and go do my day. But I'm like, you know what? This is important to me. This is important to me. Kathy saw it was important to me and it was important to her. So she said, let me just fire up a live real quick and we'll just say, I just wanted Kim to hear what I was saying. I didn't expect her to come on panel. If people went over and invited her on panel, great, fine. If she had wanted to come on panel, that was fine. I just wanted her to hear my words of what I was trying to tell her. I vocalize it much better. That way, she could hear and understand what I was saying to her. So nobody wanted anybody to hop on panel. Nobody was trying to do this for views and clicks and, to use Kim. Again, I could give a shit about Kim. Kim's got a lot of shit coming. And again, I went into Grasshoppers. Glory, you had gone into Grasshoppers the other night first.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about Kim and the puppies. That to me, now that's relevant to me. So, and Grasshopper has seen me before. I've been in one of his lives before. You went in and said something. Candy instantly went at you. Instantly said something about you. Sucking dick and all this other stuff. And you'll hear the clip for yourself that's getting ready to come up. Now, I'm like, what? Now, I had already said, hey, and I don't go to people's chats or their lives to cause problems. I'm there because it's relevant to what they're talking about.
And I have to just step in for a second. I told Candy when she went at me, this is not your channel. This is not your chat.
Yep.
Basically told her to grow up.
Mm-hmm.
And I left it at, and I left. I'm not here to sabotage anybody's channel. So I left.
Exactly. And I should have known better too, but you know what? This is what Candy does. And I didn't appreciate it. And all I told her was, I said, Candy, just stop. And I went back, thank you very much, and screenshotted it all. And I'm going to put it up on my channel.
Thank you, Michael.
I will put it up on my channel because nobody was there to start any shit. Now, she told me to fuck off. Oh, excuse me. Oh, hell no. If the chat owner wants me to leave, fine. I will leave. I'm no problem. But again, that wasn't your live, Candy. You had no business to be calling me names, calling Glory names. All for what? Because we tried to help your friend? Seriously? And you want to come at me? And that's when I told you, I said, are you licensed and bonded, Candy? No, you're not. Do you even own a pet? No, you don't. And that's all I said. I never raised my voice. I didn't cuss. I wasn't nasty, and I was not, but I was setting the record straight. After that, I got blocked. Okay. Why? I'm not really sure, because I didn't start anything, but damn straight I will finish it. And I was not being rude at all. And again, I have all the screenshots and I will put them up on my channel and let other people decide. But when it's not your live, like I said, be a grown up.
Can one of my mods, I'm sorry, can one of my mods put Kate Waxlover's link up so they can access the community tab later on today?
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because again, I don't overstep. Candy and I have been civil with one another since June. Anytime I have done a live, I've been on live with you, I've been anywhere else, I have nothing but decent things to say. I have never bashed Candy. I have always said, I like Candy. I have always liked Candy. Nobody can do a react like Candy. She is hilarious. And I enjoyed the time that I was friends with Candy. But I didn't end that friendship. Candy, you ended that friendship. Now, especially, you want to sit and tell me, and we're getting ready to play this clip. This was nasty. It was uncalled for, considering that, as far as I knew, I was still kind of your friend. I mean, yeah, we'd had some falling outs and some disagreements, but not enough for you to sit here and call me names. All because I was trying to help your friend. What is wrong with you, Candy? It makes no sense. And I've let stuff go. I debated for days if I was going to even address this. But yes, ma'am, I'm addressing it. This is the last time I'm going to address it, But you don't own me, Candy. You don't own Kim. You don't own Harry. You don't own anybody. So if people have an opinion about things, guess what? So if you don't like me being somewhere, Candy, be respectful. I've never said anything to you. I think I said one more thing. I said I said Kim needs an intervention, which she does, honestly. But I don't know her
Really?
well enough to get into her personal life and do it like other people might. And then after that, I got accused of going at Candy and I got blocked. Yes, I came back in on my Kate Candles account and said, and I addressed the chat owner. I said, Hopper, this is Kate. It's Kate Waxy. I got timed out for no reason. I'll come back another time. Have a good one. And I was gone. So before I get timed out by somebody, they need to go back and look at the conversation and see exactly what was said before people start, pointing fingers and thinking I'm some rookie. I've known Candy Morgan for at least 4 years. Yeah, we've had our kerfuffles. Now we're going, this is the big kerfuffle here. She wants to respond, call me more names. I don't care. Go for it, Candy. Go for it. So now I just want you all to hear, if you haven't already heard it firsthand, let's just hear what Missy said about me trying to give her friend Kim some friendly advice. Now, of course, Kim didn't take it, and that's okay. And I kind of expected at least, she might catch on to the please don't handle, puppies that are a week old and jam them in a male dog's face and, just leave them where they need to be. Your mama dog needs to eat all the food she can eat, not be deprived. And then you don't need to be holding puppies and thrusting them in a male dog's face. So we were just trying to communicate some of the things that would be helpful to her friend. And this is what she had to say. So bear with us, folks.
Okay. Now I'm going to be on the other tab, so I won't be watching chat. So Kate, just and yell at me to stop when you need to say something.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So it looks like people need attention so bad that they gotta hoe their friends out. Oh, if you need me, I'll come talk on your panel. Oh, this, oh, that. You need help with your dog? I'll help with your dog. I'm a professional. I'm a professional. No, your content with Alana ran dry.
Now I got to stop and say something about that. I stopped talking about Alana because all that was said and done was done. There is nothing new. It's wash, rinse, repeat with her. I was bored shitless. I moved on. And subsequently, my channel grew along with that change. So, Candy, sit down. Nice try, though.
Exactly.
Remember in the room with Red? You're like, I'm not interested in that lady.
And I was talking about Angie Lee. Why is she even bringing Red up? Red hasn't even been around. Really? I was talking about Angie that I didn't want to even, because Angie was useless to me. I didn't want Red to even talk about Angie.
Yeah.
Now, Piggy hung around later in life there, and he already knew. He already had precious mods telling him that what was going on, and I wasn't a mod at the time. So, don't even try that.
Okay.
But now you stuck in everybody's motherfucking dick.
Really?
Nice.
To get contact for your new girlfriend.
That's me.
I didn't know you were my girlfriend, Kathy.
Hey. That sounded a little homophobic, Candy.
Sure
Do
does.
You want that out there? We know you don't like Native Americans.
Right. I mean,
you are a little racist bitch, but people, whatever. But that's who you are. Now you're a homophobe? Nice.
Yeah, she's embarrassing herself at this point.
Yeah, it's so sad. Oh, Barb, I'll come on your panel. Oh, now, Kim, let me tell you something. This bitch needs content. Hey, Annie.
No, we don't.
It is. This bitch needs content.
Mm,
So you're her content. They're
mm.
going to suck you in. The only reason I'm invested is because
We don't want Kim. She's
No,
all yours, honey, just like we didn't like or want Mary's place or anything to do with Mary's place.
exactly. Right. I was just trying to help for those 7 little innocent puppies.
Puppies. Damn.
I've
And
been there
why
the
would
whole
Candy
time.
have a huge problem like this over that?
I think she just took this as she's been dying to have it out with me since we
Yeah,
separated from her community.
yeah,
But she's always said, "I don't start things unless they start it first." Guess who
really.
started it first? It wasn't me.
Well, sure wasn't
It wasn't
me.
Kate. So again, sit down.
With him and Hopper and Barb and all this shit. I'm not new to this shit.
Nor are we.
But you want to fucking suck dick to get your friend. Like this whole thing was a bulletin board. This was a motherfucking bulletin board right here.
What?
I don't even know
Would
what
you
she's
like
talking
some
about.
advice?
Me neither.
I'm here to help. Please don't handle the pups now.
Mind you, and I'd remind you, this is a woman in her 50s sounding like a 12-year-old stomping their foot.
Well, exactly. I mean, I'm giving solid advice because I've lived this. I've helped take care of animals birthing. I know about this. So again, I was just I didn't expect Kim to come on a panel. I wasn't doing that. I was doing this so I didn't have to type in her chat and try to, because she was getting distracted. I'm just trying to let her know, yes, here's a different brand of food you can feed that I've had success with that I know about. Please don't handle newborn puppies. They need to stay with their mom for 8 to 12 weeks. That's how you do it. And if you need to feed your dog extra and you don't want to do wet food, you can always take the dry dog food you have now and wet it with warm water and make a paste or a mush and
Mm-hmm.
feed her that.
Yes.
It's extra protein. Get some inexpensive vitamins. We were just trying to help who I thought. I always was under the impression, apparently I'm wrong, that Kim was kind of friends. She was friends with Kim. So again, I thought, you know what? I'm going to set my differences aside with whoever I have a problem with, and I'll see if I can give this gal some good advice. Now, other people were coming on panel and giving her advice about Harry. I don't give a shit what she does with Harry. I don't care. All I care about are 7 little tiny puppies. That's all I cared about. That was the whole thing for me. And anybody that knows me and knows me behind the scenes know that's 100%.
Daisy needs to eat constantly if she wants to.
Yeah,
I'm a professional.
I am. Candy, are you?
Now I'm gonna tell you something about Kim. You've been watching long enough. She'll write all that shit down.
I hope she does.
But why do you think you are the bulletin board to go find your content?
Huh?
Kim is not content. Kim
No,
needs
she's not.
fucking
Never did
help.
make her content.
Yeah, she's not featured on my channel other than the puppies. That's it.
Exactly.
She needs help with the dog. She doesn't need to go to somebody's new panel where you gonna fucking hoe her out.
What?
So what I'm picking up from this is bitterness, jealousy.
Yeah.
I don't listen. It seems to me that you've got a healthy live going. You've got people in there chatting and talking with you and agreeing with you. Why are you so pissed about what's going on over on my side of the fence?
Well, exactly. And especially with everybody knew we were just trying to be helpful. So again, why, Candy, do you have to say these horrible, nasty things because someone was trying to help? Explain that to me, Candy.
Territorial.
Because it gets
You're
worse
the
here.
one with the dick, obviously, pissing on.
Apparently.
Yeah, really. Territorial much?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kim is so fucked up in the head right now.
I don't care.
You want to make her worse because of content?
No. I don't care about what's going on with her. I don't
Nope.
care.
Nope.
She's abusing those dogs. That's what I care about.
Exactly. 100%.
Oop.
No, I'm talking about the fucking hoe and fucking cunt bag bitches in there.
Hi, cunt bag bitch here.
Three
Yeah.
people went in there to try to get her to go on a panel.
No, I believe they
It
were
was
just trying to
really
be helpful.
difficult for Kim to go on.
No, we said she'd be welcome on if she wanted to.
Right. Right. I just wanted her to hear my words, to hear my voice, because I
And one of
wasn't
my
getting
mods,
anywhere.
yeah,
Right.
and one of my mods went over to officially invite her. What
Right.
is the problem?
Right. Right. And she
Kim's
never
not
came over, so that's
content.
fine. And we
Kim,
even said during the whole thing, Kim, if you want to re-listen to this, hopefully you'll find some of the information useful. That's all there was. Nobody has said another word about her on this side. No, and again, of course, the next day Kim was all pissed off because we were telling her what to do about her dogs. No, no, honey. We're just trying to give you some solid advice from people who know animals. So again, Candy, why are you reacting so strongly about me? This is more about me than it is anybody else. Kathy, you get pretty much an honorable mention. You're the side chick, basically here. You
yeah.
know, she's the one that names me here coming up, and it's nasty and it's violent. Candy, I never expected this from you. Thank you for showing me your true colors.
Joe Jazz.
On a panel. You've fucking been watching and we know you have. Leave Kim and the puppies alone. She's not going to listen to you. I don't know how many people have given her advice on the fucking goddamn shit. I didn't see her trolling, so I can't, Lord. Lord,
Huh?
I can only call people out that I've seen. You know that. I don't just call people out.
Uh-huh.
So Alana ran fucking dry for you. She like it
Long
that,
time ago.
and you see the rank
Yeah,
difference
wake
between
up.
Barbara and you can't
Wake
get near.
up. Wake up, dear. We haven't spoken about her in any real seriousness since what?
No.
Last October?
Yeah, wow. Because you came to me behind the scenes and said, you know what, Kate, I don't know about you, but I'm really done with this shit. I'm done with her because she just keeps saying the same shit over and over. It's a moot point. Who cares at this
Yeah.
point? You know? And again, there's way more interesting creatures out there like Barb. And no, you don't have a corner on the market on her either because I don't know how about, I'm sure you've been covering her, Candy, but that's not how I found out about Barb. I found out about Barb from a whole different spot. Olap is who I was watching
Me too.
about Barb and found out from her. So again, just because you happen to be running in some of the same circles, be a grown up, Candy. If I'm in somebody's live and you don't like it, just pretend I don't exist. I'll block
Like
you from
we
now on and make it
pretended
easier.
like we pretended you didn't exist.
Exactly, because if anything, I have said hello to her. I'm a
Yes, you
mod
have.
for Jay. She's
Me
come
too.
over to Jay's channel before. I greeted her. I said hello to her. I have no problem being a grown up.
And we
And
let
just
well, I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound pretentious about it, but we never interfered in in Jay's chat. Nobody timed you out, nobody
nope,
banned you. We let you
nope,
say what you wanted to say.
exactly.
You know, that's what grown-ups do, hon.
It is. That's exactly what grown ups do. If you don't like it that I'm somewhere else,
I am
ignore
modding.
me.
Yeah, I am modding on somebody else's channel. I'm not on my live,
Exactly.
so I'm not there. uh, mm,
Because,
yeah,
yeah, I
okay,
did nothing to deserve this reaction from her. That's why I'm
exactly.
just extremely perplexed at what I did to deserve this reaction from her. Because I'm at a loss. I don't understand why I get called nasty names and vile and everything else when I'm just trying to help a friend of hers. So again, somebody needs to make that fucking make sense to me because I'm at a loss.
And people that don't have an argument use words like you, Candy. Just
Oh,
shows your level of education and
right,
immaturity.
Right, because I've never called her names like this.
I've never
Never.
either.
Anybody go back to even after June when I was confused? Clearly, she had an issue with me in June. And so I just stepped away. I'm like, yeah, I'm stepping back from this because I'm not getting in this mess. I don't know what I
Mhm.
did. I know how Candy can be from being in the past with her and how she overreacts and does shit. So I'm like, you know what, Kate, just spare yourself. I've gone in and said hi a couple times when I saw Mans or nickname in there. And I had a conversation with Nickname a long, long time ago behind the scenes. Honey, if you want to go to Candy's after June, I'm not. I'm not going to Candy's. I don't feel welcome there. She attacked me for really, I'm not even sure what. So I'm good. I don't need to go there. But I've always been cordial with her ever since. Anywhere I've gone, I've said hello. I've been cordial because
And
I'm a
I
grown
have,
up.
yeah, and I have always credited you, Candy. When something was said or done and it was on
Yep.
your panel, we always before this is where it came from. This was on Candy's panel. We never once disrespected you ever,
No, never.
ever on
Never.
my channel ever.
No. I have always said, I like Candy. I don't have a problem with Candy.
You do
Always.
now.
Yeah, I do now. You're right. I do now. And again, I really decided, am I going to react to this? I'm going to say anything. This time I am going to say something
Yeah.
because the names I get called here are just totally uncalled for.
And the fact that during this little clip, she tells everybody that she has always hated us.
Yep. It's coming right from her own mouth.
So that's being two-faced, an asshole, and a whole sort of other things I could say, which I'm literally biting my lip over. But let's continue.
Barbara,
Right.
so you trying to fucking suck dick to get the Kim?
Really?
Uh-huh.
Now you sound like
I
somebody
don't
else,
think
but
anybody
okay.
wants Kim Horde out right now. Let Harry do all the damage. Nobody else needs to do damage to her.
Don't care about Harry.
Nope.
Don't care. Don't care. Don't care.
Nope. Never
Not
did.
even going to bother with him.
Nope.
Let Harry do it. It's just gonna fuck up her head. If you haven't watched, it's gonna fuck up her head more.
Uh-huh.
She's fucked up between me and Hopper and Emma.
Does Emma even
And
really
we've
care?
been there. I've been there since the fucking beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Emma came in like about 6 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Sherry.
And
I know, and that's what I'm saying. If you look at the chat here, they're trying to get her to go over on the panel.
no.
And that's fucked up because she doesn't know those people. Hey, Violet. She doesn't know them. And she's going to think they're there to help her. They're not there to help her.
What am I there to
They're
do,
gonna
Candy?
get out. Exactly. What were we going to do? I'm sorry. She's not clout worthy. I'm not going to get anything off of her.
Right.
How many people did we have in that chat at one given time yesterday, or was it day
I
before? It
I
was
don't
like
really even know. But
15
you know what?
people.
Kim knows of me because forget that I was a mod for you for quite some time, Candy. You kind of forget about that.
Mm-hmm. We know how you work. We know how you work. And in case you didn't know, I haven't activated my AdSense. So I'm not getting anything off of Kim.
Nope. Nope.
Nobody knows about Kim. We did it as a little info. I don't know.
Right. And
We just
same
needed
Olaf,
to
I'm
say it.
confused too. I'm
Oh,
confused too.
honey. Me too. Me too. It only gets worse from here.
Yeah, it does.
Fucking make money. And Kate is a fucking little bulletin board. No, let's say she's a fucking big ass wide bulletin board to suck her best friend's dick.
Hello. I have a
And that is so sad that you want to use her after you see all the damage that's already been done to her because she can't get away from Harry. So what the fuck are you going to talk to her about that everybody has already done?
We were going to talk to her about her puppies. We don't care about Harry.
Nope.
Ay.
And that's why I went live,
Uh-huh.
Lord, because Kim doesn't need new people. She
Okay.
needs to be left alone, and
Okay.
she needs to let Harry watch Harry fuck up her island. You know what I mean? He's
No.
gonna blow up the island all by himself.
Okay. Again. Yeah.
Because see, the thing is nobody's gonna be there for her when Harry leaves. They're just gonna be like, oh well. And by the way, I think Magenta was in my room. I don't think she was in Hopper's room. I think she was in my room.
I don't know who Magenta is.
I don't either.
Yeah, she needs to have it happen. Like, she's never, the consequences have never been on her. And to fucking drown her anymore is terrible. She needs to feel it coming from Harry.
Huh.
Because nobody's going to be there when she falls except for herself.
Don't care. I don't know how many more
And I
times.
made the videos today. She goes, I know what you want, Daisy. No more wet food. Hey, Austin, and
Candy, if this is all going on, why aren't you intervening? If this is your friend, if you're so concerned about what Harry is doing to her.
I did, Olaf. I did try to stand up for Candy over Mark and
Oh,
Barb. Not what took me out. So, yep.
yeah. Yeah. It's, yeah. And we're not even touching on Candy's relationship with Mark.
No.
Because there's a whole rabbit hole with that one.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Okay.
I was like, well, you know what? Kate Waxlover has this hard on for Alana, and she's got to find another fucking hard on. She got to, because she got to make her new girlfriend. She left her husband, and now she fucking has her girlfriend. So she got to make her happy,
Mm-hmm.
and she got to suck her dick and be a bulletin board everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And that was
Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce? It's Candy Morgan.
Yep.
terrible because she went in as a person that's going to talk about dog food and shit,
Oh, God.
and what happened? She went in there saying, well, I'm going on my friend's panel.
Yeah, I did let her know.
To use her.
No, I didn't.
I don't even. I don't even know what to say at this point.
I know.
Cunt you are.
Thank you.
I'm so glad I hate your fucking guts now. I'm so glad you fucking know. I hate you like the day that I met you on my panel.
Uh-huh.
And I felt bad that Alana was setting you up.
She didn't set me up.
But I think we both know I hate you, and I've always hated you.
Thanks,
good to know, Candy. Thanks. Good to know.
Well, you know what? It's really sad because they just can't get no more from Alana. It's like she's not giving no content.
We didn't want Alana anymore.
Candy, my channel has grown since I stopped talking about her. So, I'm oh, if you want to go after her, you're welcome. I bequeath Alana to you. God bless.
Yep, not till March. She doesn't have time till March.
Oh my God. Here we go again. She's so busy. Yeah. Okay, Candy. We all believe you.
I mean, the only content you're going to see from Alana probably is my content because I have the right to defend myself with Alana. I have that right.
Nobody said you didn't. What are
Go
you talking
for it. You can
about?
have her. You can have her.
Thank you for showing your ass, by the way.
I don't know how you doing, Austin.
Keep it coming.
What are you going to stir up, Lord?
We're almost done.
Yep. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Well, oh yeah, 2x4. Well, in my reactions, I'm gonna say Alana, so you gotta get over it. But I can't do them till March because I just don't have any time.
Yeah, okay.
Also, Deb had to go in the room and go, because her dog had parvo. Don't forget, you could get parvo.
What is wrong with you? Fucking knock off the drugs. Seriously. And I'm going to say it. Candy, you're a first-class cunt bag. There.
And then the other fucking dirtbag. Like, it's pretty sad.
Oh, it sure is. It is so
well, you know
sad.
what? They went to Jean too, Lord. They did. They went to Jean. Remember when Jean made the video against me? So Jean has my haters over there, but he doesn't understand if he doesn't, like, he just doesn't understand. Hopper's going to understand by himself about the drama and the no drama and all that shit. You know what I mean? He'll understand when he's going through it, but he won't understand. Like, I could say something to him, but he won't.
Yeah,
He won't listen or believe me.
Now she just goes on and that's pretty much at the end of the clip.
Right. As far as, she goes at me. But, somebody tell me, maybe I'm missing the point. What exactly did I do or did Glory do because Glory actually went live to help me, so I could not have to sit and type and I could try to explain to to explain to Kim, what my points were. So please, somebody, maybe I'm missing it. Why did I deserve that? Why did Kathy deserve the hate that she got from that? Because she was, again, all this had anything to do with 7 little puppies. That's it for me. I don't care. And when Grasshopper did his live, we popped in his live because this was relevant. This was earlier, I think that same day that we had done the live about the puppies and they were talking. So now I lurked Kim's a couple times because I heard behind the scenes, oh, well, now she's just, dragging on us because we tried to help her. Well, whatever. I kind of figured that would happen. But again, this is my conscience that I live with as an animal lover extraordinaire. And the only reason, that was my only motive, was to help maybe give her some, maybe people have tried to talk to her before. But I thought maybe if I explained to her that, hey, I do, and Candy could have stood by me. Olot brought up a good point. When Barb was first going on about Mark, I went in and defended Candy to say, hey, look. And then I got clapback from that even. Candy's, well, you don't know. I was trying to protect you. Bitch, no, you weren't trying to protect my ass. You just wanted to go after me, apparently.
Yep.
Because, again, I was just trying to say, hey, look, yeah, Mark lore, that's what it was for me. When I came in the community 4 years ago, I only kind of knew about Mark. Now, I found out a lot more being around those 4 years. So, yeah, I know a lot more now. But at first, no, I didn't. But I'm the one that used to put it up on my channel. I did it for Piggy to show her that her little mod was a graper, so hey. And so I'm the one that put up the video I think this video is like 5 years old, that explains his history and that he went to jail. Other than that, you guys name right. It's public record. Public record bites a lot of people in the ass. So I was in defending Candy because I've always supported Candy. I supported Annie. I supported Candy. I was mods for both of them. So again, what did we do to deserve this clapback, Candy? You need to explain it.
I'm still flabbergasted. Like I just heard this live this morning.
Yeah, I know.
I gotta stop going into Discord in the morning. I swear to God.
Well, and I didn't really. I mean, after we did that live, I left and went on with my day, did whatever. Well, Scuttle was going on in Discord about what she had said, and I'm like, who? Kim say something nasty already? Damn, we're trying to help the bitch. No, they were like, no, Candy railed on you. I'm like, what? What did I do? Why did I get railed on? And I went and listened to the first few minutes of this live and was like, huh? What? What did I do? But try to help your friend. I thought this was your friend. So I was going to try to give the girl some advice that she might actually take. She's going to write all this down. I hope she did write the shit down.
Well, yeah, well, that confused me too. So, she could be feeling a certain kind of way about what we were saying. But if she was writing it down, then that's good.
Right.
That's
Right.
good.
Right. And so let me put this to you, Candy. One of your OGs is in chat right now. Hi, Niecy, honey. Love you. Where are your OGs, Candy?
Exactly.
They're gone. Jean, gone. Doe, gone. Niecy, gone. They're gone.
Mans? Did we mention Mans?
Yeah, Mans pops in from time to time, but Mans is busy. Mans is a new grandma. She's busy. She's got shit doing. She's doing shit.
Congratulations, Mans, if you're hanging about. I know it's nighttime in Australia, but
right.
And Witchy, Luna Lovegood really had she's taken most of it down now, unfortunately, but she had a lot of content about Mark's relationship with
Oh, well, if
Candy.
you want that, all you got to do is just look up fan channel. It's all there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, fan channel has it too.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, you just got to find it. Yep. So again, I dare anybody to go back and find something that I have said publicly negative about Candy, because I've never have. If shit has happened, I always stood for Candy, because what made me the biggest advocate for Candy was that Bigums took 4 of her channels away maliciously, and that pissed me off. So I'm like, you know what, Candy? I'm with you. I'll stand right here next to you. Everybody tried to help Candy get her channels back. People did whatever we could try to do to help Candy get her channels back. But ultimately, it was Candy that had to get her channels back.
And she wouldn't do it.
She drug her feet and didn't do it.
She didn't do it. And she still went on about it a year later.
Yeah, she did.
Channels. You did nothing to get those channels back.
Nope.
We did. We dug around, got you information.
Sure did.
Contact. You did, Dick. You wanted us to do it for you. We can't do that for you.
Nope. No, it was something that you had to do. And people tried to politely tell you that. But again, Candy, you need to put the pipe down, darling. That's what you need to do. And that's pretty scary coming from me, because I partake in the 420 myself. But I still function and do what I need to do. So, Candy's most famous thing is, I don't have, Candy, that will be on your tombstone, darling. I don't have time. I don't have time. When do you have time, Candy? When do you have time? I mean, you've told a lot of tall tales in your time too, Candy. I just remember the tale that she told, and I know people are going to remember this, that when she lived in California, air quotes, because I'm not so sure that you ever really lived in Cali. You may have, but you messed up on your time zones many a time, darling, but I just let it go. I let it go.
I remember you telling me that.
I let it go. But she supposedly walked into this nest of spiders, one night, and got all these spider bites, and she's swelling, and we're all like, whoa, oh my God. And I'm going, what kind of spider was that again? And I can't remember if she said black widow or brown recluse. Somebody in the chat will probably remember. But I Googled, and I'm like, they don't even have that kind of spider in California. Nice try. Okay. So Candy's come up with some pretty fucking tall tales herself. Girl, put the pipe down, okay? Thanks, Truth. You're a sweetheart. But again, I always, I never thought I was warm and fuzzy friends with Candy, but I did consider myself a friend,
Yeah.
So, it is a rude awakening to find out, oh, I've always hated you, whatever. It's like you sound like a little 2-year-old having a tantrum, you know? So again, Candy, thanks for showing me your true colors, darling. That's all I need to see. I stepped away from you for a long time ago. Now I am. Keep my name out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Keep
And
my
no,
name out of
no,
your
this
mouth.
is not an invitation for a back and forth.
No, it's not, because that ain't going to happen. I'm not interested. But I did, because I debated. I talked to you about this a couple times because I'm like, do I really want to open this can of worms? Like I said, I've let shit go in the past. Okay. I've let a lot of stuff go. But this, after hearing what I got called for trying to help, I'm like, nope, I'm not letting this go. I want everybody to hear my opinion that, people must think, because, I'm know some of these people from other communities, and I get that, but they haven't been around. They've only really known Candy for a little while, and that's fine. They can make their own judgments and do whatever.
Absolutely.
But I am not going to get dragged for trying to be helpful, trying to be cool, and just trying to be an overall decent human being. So that's what you need to do, Candy. If I want to go somewhere that you're at, suck it up, buttercup. Be polite, be cordial, be an adult, because that's what everybody has ever done. And I will put it up, and I will tag Grasshopper so he can see the entire conversation and what we got bitched at for. She started it right away. As soon as she saw you, Glory, she made a statement about
Yep.
sucking dick and all this other stuff. And I'm like, what? This is ridiculous. And I told her, I said, Candy, just stop. And then you said something because you pointed out, this is not your chat, Candy. This is not your live. If you want to say something, do it on your own time. But that's just, I'm paraphrasing. But you just said, look, this is not your live. Stop. None of us were rude. I wasn't rude to her. I wasn't cussing. She told me, F you, Kate. Excuse me. And that's when I told her, I said, you know what? Because I was there to talk about Kim and the puppies. I said, sounds like she needs an intervention. I was speaking to Hopper. I wasn't speaking to her. So again, she wanted to come at me again. And that's when I told her, you come at me once you're bonded and you have a license in your hand. You don't even own a pet. Come at me after that. And bloop, I was gone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's okay.
And who
I
are
will put it all
you?
up.
And who
Yep.
are you, Candy, to give life advice to anybody? Who are
Exactly.
you?
Exactly.
Jeez. Hey, Krista.
And and Hopper knows who I am. Like I said, I was a mod for Candy for quite some time. Wenger knows me. Lord knows me. Come on. I've been around. I've been over there. Now, yeah, I chose to step away. Hell, at even one point, the last time around, I got blocked for something. Hell, I had to come in on my Kate Candles account to say something. And I put my differences aside and even went in her live and wished her a Merry Christmas. Because I'm like, I don't want bad feelings or whatever about whatever's going on. I had always had high hopes maybe we could, patch a friendship back up. But after this, no, I'm totally fine the way it is. I'm good.
No.
But, I would be, polite. Hey, Merry Christmas. Hope you have a great holiday. That kind of stuff. We all put our differences aside back in January to all band together against one person who is a nasty, nasty bitch. And again, I put my shit aside because what she did to Candy, I've always stood up and said it very vocally. It was dirty, what she did to Candy, and it was done out of malice. So yeah, I'm going to stand up right next to you and fight right with you. And apparently Candy didn't appreciate that, but that's okay.
Yep.
I'm a big girl. I'll live.
When I was on Hopper, well, I was listening to Hopper's live when Candy was calling him out. And he was visibly upset by this. Can I give you a bit of advice, Hopper? She's
done it to all of us. She's done it to all of us.
You don't have to put up with that crap.
No. Regardless, nobody is going to come to me and go, you need to get on my panel right now and do this or do that or do that. I'm going to be going, no, I'm not. Sorry. Fuck off.
Mhm.
So that was so disrespectful to him, and that honestly would have been the last time he ever saw me. But he let it go. He was the grown up, and he let it go. He was over there trying to give explanations to her, this and that, whatever, and all she did was come back and do lives on him and whatever. I think I even popped in there that day and said, Hopper, just give up. You're not going to. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to go good for you. Just let it go. That's what you do. You let it go because, and I've said this, and I said it as a joke, but it is true. Candy can fight you for years.
And that's fine because I don't care about you, Candy. I have said this before, and I say it again. If I don't like you and I don't respect you, what you say about me is meaningless to me. I
Same here.
don't care. I'm not subscribed to you. I don't listen to you unless somebody said something in Discord. Then I'll
Right.
go check it out. But I'm
Right.
usually there for 5 minutes before you start banging around your microphone or stuffing your pipe or tapping down your. You have shit audio. I don't have the best either. That's my computer. But you're listening to your lives are exhausting, especially when you're high and you don't make sense. God bless the people that put up with it. Holy shit. What a fucking
Right.
service.
Right. Right. And because anybody has always offered behind the scenes, if I've upset you, if you have a problem, just come and talk to me. But again, I'm still am flabbergasted if you can't tell, because I really debated, do I say anything about this or not? But yeah, I am saying something, because it's just like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm trying to help your friend. I tried to help you with the butter barb, and can stand up for you. Like, yes, you are telling the truth about Mark. I know you are. So I did really try to stand up and stand up for Candy. But again, I got shit for that. And I'm finally getting, you don't have to drop a house on me, damn. I mean, I get it after that. It's like, well, fine, she doesn't want anything. But again, anytime I've been in a chat with Candy, I have been respectful and cordial.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still respectful and cordial in Hoppers. I told her, just stop it. Stop what you're doing. You're not going to attack me when I'm in somebody else's live. Knock it off.
Oh, thank you, you wish. I
Thank you, Deb.
appreciate
You're
that
so
so much.
sweet. You and Truth, thank you so much. That is so sweet for you. Because, Kathy's got to take one for the team, because, yes, I'm a boomer and I know I can go live and I know I need to practice to do it. So hopefully I'll do it this summer. Kind of like Candy, but I'll do it eventually.
Hey,
So
I'm a
I'll
shit
get there.
streamer. I know I am.
So, and that's why I was like, I talked to you a little bit. I'm like, you know what? Look, I've got something to say, and I don't want to try to do this where I'm trying to juggle and be a new streamer and try to figure this out. I said, would you please host? So you're in enough trouble as it is. You might as well just jump in with both feet. And you were very kind enough to do that. So I really appreciate it again, because, you've been my friend for quite some time. We've covered the crazy for as long as we've needed to, because if she's going to attack, I'm going to have an opinion about it. If you're going to attack me, I'm going to say something.
Yeah, you're not talking to two delicate, thin-skinned bitches.
No.
We've been around the block a few times.
Sure have.
That's going to do more than calling me a cunt bag to get under my skin.
Right. And so, because again, I'm just, I will say I am quite annoyed about it, because I've never done anything except to try to be helpful to Candy. Most of the ladies that are in here have been that way. It is. I do. Because I think when I was over at Olaf saying something, and I said, I think I even got a shout out because she got me out of. Oh, I've been blocked since day 2 over at the swamp beast. It's like, whatever, I don't care. Because again, people were trying to go give her decent advice. I tried to give her advice too. Like, look, Barb, people, they don't just, YouTube doesn't just take wrenches away. I was trying to convince her that, yes, Candy is telling you 100% truth about Mark. 100%. And again, I got in trouble for that. You don't know Mark. What are you doing? I even have you. And stop bringing up Red. It's not going to do you any good. Red is around, but he's not coming on YouTube. So just leave the man alone. Stop with your little innuendos about, well, while we were in Reds and doing this and doing that. Red's been gone quite some time. He wants nothing to do with the drama. He wants nothing to do with the bullshit. So keep his name out of your mouth too.
Yeah, the 24-hour wrenches.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Exactly, Michael. It's like, whatever, Right. Because again, I'm more flabbergasted than Kathy is, because, I was a little bit more invested. I really tried to do this and help her out and be helpful to her and, talk to her. But apparently she clearly didn't, respect that or me. And that's fine. Like I said, you're going to drop a house on me. I'm good. Bye. See ya. Don't want to be ya. But yes, just remember, there's two sides to every story, and then there's screenshots. So
and yes, you are I have my panel guest is the screenshot queen.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And remember, please subscribe to Kate for all the tea on her community tab coming up later today.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. But, again, I just felt like I had to address this because I was confused as to what even brought this on. That where I'm just trying to be helpful, be to what I thought was a friend of hers, anyways, again, for the final time. And again, what did I do? What did I do? You put out a video, because I'm sure I'm going to get several coming up, but why don't you just put out the real reason, Candy, why you attacked me and called me filthy names for trying to help your friend over some puppies? Really? There's got to be more to it than that. So, let's hear it, because anytime I've ever been on anybody's panel or I've had to address to where you are big parts of the story, because, Alana took you out, 4 of your channels, boom. And all of a sudden, every time you restart a channel, she got you for ban evading every time. So again, we tried to stand by you during all that shit. So you tell me, what's this about? Because it sure wasn't about puppies.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I've given her content, and Candy, you use Kim for content. You don't care about her.
No, not really. I don't think so either.
You drag poor Emma into it.
Yeah.
Emma's here to cover the cows.
Yeah. Yep, she is. Yep, she is.
But okay, Emma's her own person. She's traumatized me enough. So
I know the ants in the pants is like, oh my God, no more, no. But but again, that just is another reason that these communities intertwine sometimes. And I'm gonna know some stuff that probably Candy doesn't know about, which it is whatever. But she needs to take a step back. And all I'm asking is, fine, you don't want to have anything to do with me. Well, trust me, I don't want to have anything to do with you. But if you see me in someone else's live stream, be an adult, Candy. Just ignore me like I've done to you. Anytime you've come in where I've had a wrench and been in, I have said hello to you. I've greeted you. And that's going to be all you're going to ever get from me from now on.
Sure.
So, but be a grown-up about it.
Me. Really, stop clout chasing me. Even though you didn't say my name, I know you clout chasing. So, ha. Oh my goodness. Let's see what.
But yeah, so if I'm missing something and somebody can explain it to me, well, please do, because I missed it. Hey, Lynn, how you doing, hon? But yeah, I think Niecy's right here.
Yeah.
Niecy got tired of being treated badly, and Niecy was probably one of her closest friends. I don't know if they still talk. I mean,
Could
but
be. But
uh, you know, uh, the way she treated some of her friends behind the scenes were horrific. And that's not okay. And I'm sitting back going, well, she's never done that to me, because she
no,
would
that's
know
it.
instantly what would happen.
Exactly. I used to, in the old Discord, I used to watch how she treated Jean and Nisi, and to some extent Mans, but everybody loves Mans. Uh,
Oh, absolutely.
and I used to, I'm staying out of this. This they have to handle it. They're grown up women,
Yep.
and they eventually did.
Yes, they
But
did.
that man, it took them a while. And I know, I understand sometimes when you really, really like a channel, it's hard to divorce yourself from it.
Oh, it
But
is. Yeah, it
but
is.
once you
Right.
do, you
Yep.
can see clearly that the clouds are gone. You know?
I know. Hey, Krista. But yeah, I mean, everybody just kind of, wandered away from over there because, again, I didn't know some of the stuff that was being talked about. Candy was gone for an extended period of time because of some health reasons she was having. And, when she came back, people were just kind of like, oh, hey, glad to see you. And, somebody's name gets mentioned just kind of out of the blue, and she goes on a tangent. And it's like, okay. So again, I half the time you don't even know, eggshells aren't my type. I can't, go with cryptic or people throwing stuff out that are eggshells and what have you. So
Yeah,
if you have a problem, come and talk about it. Hey.
just some people are just so soul sucking, suck the air out of the room. That's Candy. She's exhausting. She is
Well, she
truly
can.
exhausting.
She really can be, and she can be a pest. She wants stuff done right then, right then, right then. And it's just like, you know what, Candy? A lot of these people have jobs, they have lives. We have stuff to do.
Hmm.
And, I'm sorry for anything. Anybody's always tried to help her. I did help her one time with something that Angie pulled on her. I got the clips that she needed because I had the stuff right there. So
Right.
I'm like, here you go, Candy. Well, apparently later on, you come to find out from her, well, she didn't see it. So she says. And that's all she
Right.
had to do is make a 5-minute video with the stuff I sent her, and she would have been cleared of anything they were accusing her of. But I didn't see it. Well, then I'm sorry. I can't help you if you didn't see it.
That's the thing. She wants you to do everything. Lead you by the
Mhm.
hand, or lead her by the hand,
Right.
like trying to get her channels back. She
Yep.
didn't, as far as I know, ever put in a counterclaim
No, I don't think she did.
or tried to
Oh,
oh
thanks,
well, thank
Rob.
you, all up. I love
That's very
you.
sweet.
Super
Thank you.
sticker. Thank you, thank you. But yeah. What do you want us to do? We have no influence with YouTube.
No, I mean,
We
exactly.
can't
You
fix
know,
it for you. You have to do it. I did,
right, right.
you
Exactly.
know.
And she would want everybody to, come to voice chat right now, right now. And it's like, Candy, some people can't come to voice chat right now, you know? And
Texas one. Yeah.
I just sometimes didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. I mean, anybody's going to do anything they can to help you. You're a friend. So, of course, we're going to try and help you. But the main stuff you had to do was you're the one that had to call the police department, prove that this shit was fake, because YouTube went on false information. And that's what we kept trying to explain to her. But again, I am not you. I can't go try to get your channel back. That's what you have to do through Team YouTube. And she never took that step to do it. So there's nothing that, I can do to help you from that. So I know she's really bitter about losing her channels. I would be too.
But
And
you
that's
did
that's the
nothing
big
to
thing that
try.
pissed me off.
Yeah. But she literally wanted us to do it for her. You know?
Hindsight, I see that now.
Yeah. Yeah. I kept asking her, or I gave her, you know, do the counter notification. I will help you if it happens again, because I've been through it with Alana. She struck me twice. Nina struck me once. So I kind of had some experience in it. And, I said, I'll help you compose, uh, uh,
Yep.
you know, uh, your response back. Um, never took, never took anything up. I don't know what you wanted us to do. I honestly don't. I'm
No.
still confused about it.
Well, yeah, I am too. That's very, very clear. It's very perplexing. And then, to hear all this stuff come out of her mouth that was so nasty and vile, for what? Because we wanted to help somebody over their puppies? Come on. I mean, I could care less about Kim or Harry or that part of the drama. I really don't care. All I know is I'm seeing her holding the puppy up on a live stream to a male dog. And I'm like, oh, sweet Jesus. That is not good.
No,
Please do not do that.
you shouldn't breed a dog until it's gone through, like you said the other day, 2 cycles.
Yep. And that's generally 18 months to 2 years old. There were people in the live. Yeah, I think Malicious Melissa was even in. Thank you, honey, for your participation because it was extremely helpful. She is a foster mom.
Mm-hmm.
And she has had plenty of fosters and knows how the rodeo works too. And everybody in that live was trying to help. That was it. That was it. There was no agenda. But you're the one that made it into an agenda, Candy.
Oh, just wait. Calla, no. Kate's not going live. She's just going to be posting receipts on her
Oh,
community.
yes. I haven't quite. I've done the little quick little live test and stuff, and I kind of am there. It's been a long time ago since I went live the old-fashioned way with Wirecast. Does that say so? So I haven't done the
I
newfangled
am,
stuff.
I am trying to push her into it because Kate needs her own voice too.
I know, because I do. I boss you so bad. I'm
No,
behind the
no, no,
scenes going,
no,
all
no,
right, look.
no. I love you on my channel. I
I
truly
know.
do. But you deserve to make your own channel too. So
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
okay. We'll see about that. Well, it's been so long. I'm old. I forget how to do it. I'm like, oh God, I forgot how to do it now. Jesus. So, but she does seem really sweet, Jack. Thank you for coming. I
Yep.
just saw you. Oh, hi, Nicole. I'm glad you're here too. So, it's just we try to use some of our expertise and pass that on.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, again, that's why I'm saying, Candy and I weren't warm and fuzzy when I first met her, but things went along, things changed a little bit, and I was very public saying, you know what, Candy, I'm glad we kind of mended fences. I got to see you in a different light. Well, apparently that was all fake. So that's fine. Now that I know that for sure, well, again, I'm totally done. But be an adult. Be an adult. If you see me in somebody else's live, just act like you don't even see me. Because I'll block her from now, so maybe she won't see me. And I won't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I am going to let other people know because she went at me in grasshoppers and I didn't appreciate it. She went at you in grasshoppers because of me, and I don't appreciate that either. And there was nothing nasty said. She was the one that was nasty.
She
All we
absolutely.
said was stop. Just stop it, Candy. You said this is not your live stream. Please stop. And then after that, she started throwing names at me and was nasty, told me F you. And that's when I told her, don't come at me until you're licensed and you're bonded and you don't even have a pet. So that's what I so politely pointed out. And then after that, I do believe I said something like, Kim needs an intervention, geez. And the next thing I know, I was timed out. So the Kate Candles account's blocked. I came in and just said Hopper, hey, and if that's his choice and he blocked it, fine, no problem. But I am going to tag him and let him know that's what went on in his live and that I didn't appreciate it because I've never been disrespectful to Hopper. I've never been disrespectful to any of those people, none of them. So I didn't appreciate it. So it will come out that I didn't appreciate that.
Good. It's good to have back a confirmation. Thank you, Witchy. Because clearly Candy's got issues. Um, Texas one, further into this live is a voice recording that Candy attacked Kate Waxlover mostly, but me passively, not really saying my name, but you know who she was talking about. So,
Very clear. Yes,
yeah,
that was quite clear. Yes, that was quite clear.
it was.
And so again, I don't know if Candy's jealous that I've been married to the same man for 35 years. Maybe that's it. I don't know, because she brought sexuality into this, which, okay.
By the way,
It's like, okay. I guess maybe she is homophobic. I don't know. But again, all people tried to do was help. And, you know, you're okay, Candy. You don't have to worry about me helping you again.
yeah,
Okay. So we're good.
we're
So
good.
like I
We're
said,
good. Yep,
yep,
we're
keep
done.
my name out your mouth, darling, and we'll be fine. Because again, I've never said anything bad about you. Nothing. I still haven't said anything bad about you today, except for my own personal opinion of that I think you're a demanding little twat waffle. So other than that, hey, and I'm good.
And I don't know where she got this mindset from the puppy video or the puppy live I did.
Well,
This is
yeah,
just this was just reaching for anything to start drama. And I am not a drama channel.
no,
I'm a shit talking channel, a reaction channel, a discussion channel. I'm not interested in going to channel war with somebody that can barely speak a
well,
coherent sentence.
well, exactly, because you can't have a battle of wits with an unarmed person.
Exactly. Perfectly said.
So but I let a lot go. I'm sorry, Candy. I'm not going to let that go because there was no need. That was uncalled for. So knock it off.
I don't, yeah. Well, that's it, Richie. Um, you are, we need all there. We've got nurses in here, we've got other professionals in here. Um, so we're not talking out of our ass.
No, not at all. I mean, she had to drag me. You're a professional. Yeah, I am a professional. I paid for that license. I paid to be bonded. So yeah, I'm a professional. What part didn't you like about that, Candy?
That you
Did
knew
you
what.
you want to talk a bunch of shit? You don't even own an animal. You don't even have a pet. So where is your expertise in any of this? You don't
Where
have
who are
any.
you to give life advice to Kim?
Yes, extremely, yeah.
I heard a little bit because Emma was on there. So yeah, I did listen to that because it was mentioned in Discord. I didn't listen
Right,
to the whole thing. I think I can stand about 5 minutes of Candy at any given moment.
right.
But you are
Thanks.
not qualified to give. You're not a life coach. You can barely get your own life in order.
Exactly. Exactly. Thanks, Swampy. Good to see you, sweetheart. I'll see you soon. Swampy knows
Bye,
me from way
Swamp. Thanks
back.
for
So
dropping in.
Swampy knows that I don't usually put up with no shit. So, and I
Mhm.
let a lot go. So again, good to see you, honey. Take care. Be careful. Um, exactly. That's what we were just talking about, Nightmare. Is where are all her OGs? They're gone. She ran them all off from being nasty. Now, I hope that she talks with some of them behind the scenes because they've known her for years,
Mhm.
years, years. But, she pushed their limits even. So, again, I don't see Niecy in her lives. I don't see Jean. I don't see Doe. They've all moved on and are doing their own thing. Now, I do hope they do talk to her behind the scenes because somebody's got to make some sense to her, you know. But I do hope they are friendly with her behind the scenes because that's all I ever tried to do was, to go, hey, this is my life experience. I'm 60 something. I've been around the block a couple times. I've got some decent life experience. So if I can pass some of that knowledge on, I'm happy to do it. I mean, that's all you have to do. It's my opinion. You don't have to take it if you don't want. but just know that, yeah, I think some of us have been around the block a few times to know some of this shit.
Mhm. Well, this is it, Death. We tried to tell her to keep her hands off the newborn puppies because the mother was an 8-month-old puppy
Yes.
and she
Yeah,
had 7 pups.
she sure did.
And Kim is in there yanking them away from their mother, probably detaching from the nipple.
Yes.
The poor dog
Stressing,
doesn't know what
yelling.
to do. Now this is a pit bull,
Yes,
and the dog is already lying on the pups, which is a distress sign if I ever heard of one.
it is. It
So I
is. And
whether she
Olaf brought up a good point too. She said, to be fair, Kim streams constantly. Anyone could use her content regardless of motive, which is true. But ours wasn't, in any kind of way, shape, or form to be nasty or cruel or hateful or, try to grow a channel off of. That's just ridiculous. Somebody was just trying to go, look, Kim, and like I said, for me too, it's easier for me to talk than it is to sit there and try to type in her live. I tried to type in her live. I was asking her. She was not responding to some of my stuff that I was asking her. And the reason being was she was being very distracted. So I'm like, okay, there's conversations going on in Discord at the time. You saw what was going on and you went, you know what? You want me to just go live real quick? Hey, maybe we can just talk about it for a minute. I said, well, that would be great. Do you mind? So you didn't mind at all. So that's the only reason we went live. People went over. I said, let me go tell her that I'm going to go live with you and maybe she'll come over and listen.
and I said if she wants to come up on panel, she's more than welcome to. We did
Exactly.
not start that live to specifically take Kim and have her on panel.
No,
I
no, that
don't want
wasn't,
her on my panel. I want
that
her to
wasn't supposed to
listen
be
to what we said, but I'm
right.
no.
Right. It is. And, and it's just so, you know, that's what really got me because, like I said, I remember seeing the X-ray get put up. If she's trying to point this to this, there's the puppies. You can't see them back there. They would have been able to tell her exactly how many puppies were in there, so it shouldn't have been a surprise if they truly did. Because I'm thinking that wasn't her X-ray. Because again, if you look at a pregnant dog's X-ray that's that far along, you're going to see little tails, little skeletons. You can see bones.
Yep.
You can make out features of puppies. So they would be able to tell you. The vet's office would go, okay, yeah, we see what, 1, 2. They would have been able to prepare her for how many pups she should have if she had done the things that she was supposed to do. But again, and they're all like, well, she's not going to listen to you. Well, clearly she didn't. But I had to try. I
Yeah.
had to try.
It,
And that's the response I got from Candy because I tried to care.
yeah. Witchy, the dog is so beyond stress. It's diarrhea, and like I said, lying on the puppies, and I mentioned the pit bull part of it is because they're heavy, stocky dogs.
Yes, exactly. Yep. Yep. And
And
I was cringing. Somebody was talking about leaving the puppies in a cage separated from the mother. I'm like, oh, sweet Jesus, don't do that. That's all I could think of in my head was do not separate. Those puppies are 1 week old. Do not separate them from their mom for any reason. If mom wants to get up and walk around, let her get up and walk around. She's going to need to do that.
yeah,
But you don't separate the puppies. Again, that's all we can, I can just keep getting aggravated with her about it. We said our piece. I gave her a brand of dog food to try. I gave her some other advice. If she takes it, fine. If she doesn't, she doesn't. And clearly she didn't want the advice because she was supposedly slamming us the very next day.
which is fun. I didn't watch it. I don't care.
Nope, I didn't either. Yeah, I
And
didn't. It was like,
her wish list was posted, and she had some puppy toys and puppy accessories, but she didn't have anything puppies need, like
great.
pads, uh,
No, she wasn't
the
prepared at all.
whelping kennel,
Nope.
um, all these things, transitional food. I know there's a powder, because I looked it up. There's now a powder that simulates dog milk,
Yep.
and you
Yep.
and you can mix it in, and I'm just going, this is what you should be having. If you had bothered to even research what it meant to have puppies, then
Yeah.
this is what you would be looking for. There are
Exactly.
many channels on YouTube by vets giving you advice on how to handle a mother dog, first time
Exactly.
mother dog, a mother dog that has more than 5 puppies. And you're going to be in 2 weeks, you're going to be up to your ankles in dog poop, puppy poop,
Exactly. That's just the way it
because
goes.
mother dog at some point quits doing that,
Right.
and while she's, not offering her services any longer because puppies
Right.
grow teeth and it
Right.
hurts.
Exactly. Exactly. And and I agree. This is what I had said the other day, where what was going to be my point at Hoppers was Kim needs a social worker, and Deb, I agree with that 150%. She does need someone to represent her like a social worker, because clearly she's struggling. And Death, I appreciate you saying that, because I really did. That was my only motive, was just to try to help.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
my only motive to go into Barb's and go, when she's like praising the pedo, it's like, no. And I knew firsthand about him. I've seen him come in. I mean, that was being one of Candy's mods. That's the first thing you knew about if Frico was going to come in, what to do. And Candy had very decent rules, what she expected from her mods. She wanted, if we saw something inappropriate, please screenshot it so she could see it later and take them out. And if you know who was going to be in there in any way, shape, or form, he was to be removed immediately. So that was the drill. We all knew that. I mean, Nickname was one of her head people. Nickname took pleasure in it, trust me, because Nickname was around for the show. I only saw the aftermath.
hmm
So, but Nickname and Mans and her OGs were around for the main show. So people knew exactly what we were supposed to do, which is fine. That's good. That's, as a mod, that's what you need to be told what to do, what she wants.
right.
So we always tried to go in and do exactly what we were supposed to do. And again, please, anybody go back and find me anywhere where I have disrespected Candy publicly. I have not, ever.
Yeah, and I put out the same thing.
Yep, you
Find
did.
me anything where I said something derogatory or snide in Candy's direction. There is
No,
nothing, because I
no,
didn't
there's
do it.
not. No. And I've always praised Candy. I've always said nobody does a reaction like Candy, because she is funnier than hell. She really is. We've had a lot of fun watching Candy. But she's going to lose my view. Sorry. So it is what it is. And it's too bad. It makes me sad in a way, but if that's how she's always felt about me, well, then that's her opinion and she's entitled to it. But
Yeah.
now I know. So I don't have to go out of my way to do anything for her anymore. And I certainly won't be around to do anything. So
Oh, she's trying to put a collar on the puppies. Aren't they? Don't they sell the little bands for their little feet? Or is there? I don't know. I honestly, I don't know about bands or collars for small dogs.
wait,
So. Oh,
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
they're just very little thin things that a lot of breeders put them on the pups, because I think she has 4 blacks, a tan, and a blonde. And so it kind of helps you keep track of who's a boy, who's a girl, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But there's even little things though you can get, and you have to make sure it's animal safe first. But some breeders use a little nail polish, something that's pet friendly, that you just
Right.
mark their little paw with a certain color. And you
Okay.
write, that's what I'm saying. She should be very carefully, like Death said. I believe it was Death. Let me scroll up. Yes, when her dog had pups, she had a special blanket that she rubbed on the mama dog first. And if she had to move and pick them up, she would move them with that. So that had the scent on it. So, but
Makes
most
sense.
people are keeping a very close eye on what the puppies weigh, because that's what you need to do. You need to make sure that one puppy is not getting way more milk than another pup. So that's very important. So, keep track, but you have to be trained and shown how to do
To
it
do it. And
and
Witchy
do it
Nicole?
proper.
Witchy Nicole? No, they are not vaccinated. Which is a sad thing. She says all the time she can't afford to feed the adult dogs.
Right, exactly.
And the mother dog
Exactly.
should be fed on demand.
Yes. It's very important for her. She needs to keep up milk production for 7 pups. You know, that's why I said until you can go up to a little bit better food, you can take the pedigree food that you have now. It's the brand she told me she already had. Take a little bit of warm water, take the kibble, get it soft, and feed mom that. That's a little bit more palatable for her. You can even take a little bit of baby food that you have to make sure there's no additives in it. But like a beef baby food, anything that's really stinky, like human baby food, horrid, it stinks. That we were trying to feed that to one of our cats that was, in hospice care.
Right.
And, my girlfriend's like, ooh, you forgot about that. Try that. I'm like, shit, how did I forget about that? So I'm at the store buying baby food because it stinks and it's cheap and it's palatable. As long as she gets a baby food that's just plain like beef or chicken or turkey, she can feed mom dog that even
She can. Yeah,
for
it's a
extra
good idea.
nutrition. And so, and I appreciate that, Olap.
Yeah, they're nice.
I appreciate that. And thank you. Cause I really like, I like, and I respect, cause you're not going to offend me if I don't respect you, so I respect people like Olap and Death. So their opinions are very valuable to me. So I really appreciate you saying that. I do appreciate that. And, so anybody that's in here, I would be ultimately, have the utmost respect for. So I appreciate that. Oh, you girl, it is stinky. Whew.
Okay. That Pass for Pets, somebody should report her now. I don't do in real life, but trying to collar a week old puppy.
Yeah, that's not wise. Not for someone inexperienced like
Oh
that.
God. Here we
It's
go
and
again.
I know, and that's it gets me and you both. That's what gets us going because we only want to focus on the animal. So when she's doing this shit so wrong, it bugs us both very badly because there's nothing we can do. I mean, I understand that. That's why with Dum Dum, I didn't report her. I'm not going to go real life on anybody. I'm like Emma and Olap and all those guys. I don't give a shit where you live or what your address is. The one thing I will say about Barbel, I'm sitting right here. This is because this is so funny. She constantly is throwing receipts up to the screen, but yet they have her address wrong. Well, they have my address wrong. I'm the bitch. If they got your address wrong, how the hell are you
Oh
getting
my
pizzas all the
God.
time if they got your address wrong?
Just,
Somebody
just
make
like
that make
Kalana.
sense. Huh?
Just like Kalana. So I
Exactly.
don't
I'm oh
live
my
on
God, those
Ronda
two are
Lane.
twins.
Okay, fine.
I
Everybody runs
know.
to see if she lives on Ronda Lane. It's called the
I know.
Fred effect.
Exactly. Exactly.
Funny, funny, funny.
The comic relief. I love it. Oh no.
I know. Baby food is covered with food assistance, government programs. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. I had a friend that had extensive gum and surgery, and she that's what she lived on for a good month was baby food. It has its uses, I guess. Okay, baby beef is what FFG's boyfriend called.
That's what I was
Ah!
laughing about. That's what I was laughing about. Thank God. Oh no.
I hear
No.
FFG's teetering on her tower. Is she the next one to fall?
True True, Path. I know exactly. If you're not, you're not blocked, you're good. I mean, I haven't even tried to go back there because when I heard the next day she was trash talking everybody who was trying to help her, I'm like, well, that was a moot point, and I'm not going to try to help you anymore.
Yeah,
No
it's
matter
not.
how bad it hurts me, I'm not going to go back over there and try to help her.
Don't
Everybody
even
else
go and
tried to
look.
help her, you
Yeah,
know.
I
I mean,
haven't
Emma
even.
tried to give her solid relationship advice and nothing. So it's like, okay, there you go.
Maybe a protein shake. We don't want to life flight them to Dallas. Oh dear. It is. It's terrible. It is terrible. Oh, I shouldn't laugh, but oh my God. By the way, Sam has met her new goal of being under 9,000 subs. Yay! She should be
Oops,
ashamed. I
that's not
know.
good, is it?
Every
Oh
time,
well,
every time she goes live or
I'll
posts
be
a
back.
video, yeah, she loses. Nobody knows when to shut up anymore. Anyway, anyway, how's everybody doing? Thank you for all that has come in, and I didn't say hello. Hello, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, go Shamrocks, go. I swear to God. I was going to do a react to her SMR, whatever it is, ASMR. Sorry, I'm old. Shut up. Mind your business. Then I watched it and I went, oh, for fuck's sakes. I thought I had bad content. Oh, S&M. I didn't say that, did I? Might as well be. Holy crap. Oh, I know her tumblers look like shit. People have been reviewing them. Um, what she did to Jessica Messica with that stupid who who does that to a paying customer? Even Happinista, I think, got a loser sticker on hers. Was there a video about it? Because I completely missed it. Uh, that hairy guy is probably the one telling her to do things like call her the puppies. Yeah, he is. He is. Wasn't he involved with how many Pepsis or Cokes she drank in a day? That's some sick piece of, yeah. I think that's why real life intervention, if she is listening to somebody that is getting sadistic pleasure out of telling her how to handle those puppies. Because I think at one point she was only going to keep one or two of them, and he told her to keep all of them. Hmm. Oh Jack, you are. She is such cow material now. Love it. Tumblr gate. What a stupid thing to do. You wish you have to show me your array of tumblers because I would like to buy one of your tumblers. Sam wrote loser in red on the outside of the package. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Hey, Cranky Pasta. She's trying to be an edgy girl, but her lack of common sense and well, she is so out of touch. She really did think her and Yaba were the queens of YouTube or that community. Way to kill your own merch line, Scamantha. I like that, Scamantha. Oh, Glory, it was just a joke. Jessica's such sticking the no fun. I know, I saw that. No sense of humor. Yeah, $50 for a subscription for a new list. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Texas. Yeah, it's just I'm sitting there watching her new Current channel. I'm also thinking, okay, yeah, Yaba, were you that desperate for companionship that you're allowing this woman to destroy your livelihood? Okay. Mm.
Sorry, I had to I forgot to turn the phone off. The business phone. It's like it's Friday and I usually turn the phone off so I don't have to deal with people live. So
Oh, okay. I thought husband was tapping his foot, going, "Where's my lunch?"
well that part too, but he's just looked at me like you forgot to turn off the phone. I'm like, oh oops, sorry, oh my God. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm just reading out comments here. Sam and Yaba gotta stop speaking for the community. We are not part of you. Just because some of us watch doesn't mean it was one community. That is very true, Kala. Well said. Well said. I mean, I watched them before all this shit popped off. I never joined. Oh no! Wait a minute. I did Yaba. I did Yaba. Yeah. So, and when this started going off with Belinda, I'm going, what the fuck? Unsubscribe. I don't dilly dally about it. Just do it. She should not keep puppies if she cannot afford to get them spayed and neutered. Well, you're saying logical stuff to an illogical person. That never goes well. So 25. I want to be on the goddamn list.
Oh, trust me, you're on the list. You're on the list.
Oh,
I'm on every kind of list now, I'm sure. I'm on every list.
I'm on everybody's list. I know. Always the bride, never no, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Cheaper than a living babysitter, I guess. And did such a great job with her own. Yeah, for sure. You can share my spot. Okay, thanks. Move over.
Oh no.
I just want to be with the popular kids.
That is funny. You want to
Oh,
sit at the cool kids table,
I
do you?
do. I do. Maybe not the one you want. Yeah, I know. Thanks a lot, Kala.
There's you're safe. There's always later. I'm sure you're on the list. I think it's a typo.
Okay. I think they want you back. I think low key, Yaba wants you back, front and center.
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
Mm, yeah, she showed her ass. Did bad things and alienated people that supported her for years because you dared to go to Ravens and get a membership or were gifted. I'm not sure what that was, but boy, oh boy, you were off the list. Blah.
Well, exactly. And that's another thing too. I mean, how come people, there's plenty of people out there that I don't click with.
Mhm.
But if I see them in a live stream, I'm not going to start calling them out for something that you think they did. So
Right,
again,
exactly.
not so much, Candy. We were just over at Hoppers because we were interested in the conversation. We had some input to say. Other than that, shame on you, Candy. You had no business to go after people. None whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know
Because
what
you
you
couldn't
think
be a
about.
grown up.
Yeah, totally out of the blue. I know for that she was probably throwing shade at me. I don't care. You throw shade at me. I don't care. I don't
Well, yeah,
care.
exactly. Exactly. And so again, you know, after today, I have no, I
Yeah.
didn't, after she went at me in June, which still I was confused about, I'm like, I'm just going to let this go. I'm not going to let it go today because what she said was very nasty, was very vile, and she named me.
I do death. Yeah.
And, and she innuendoed you in there,
Uh-huh.
and, let's just say, hey, if I swung that way, Glory would be on my list,
You
you know?
betcha. She can be my girl crush.
Yep. Yep.
She can
She
be my
already my sissy from another Missy as it is. So it's my good Lord.
We think entirely too much alike. It's scary.
I know. But you're like hubby was saying the other night, because I told him, I said, I'm having some issues with Candy. I don't know what to do. And he goes, really? He goes, Candy, Candy, Candy Morgan? Because he likes Candy. And because anytime, it was so funny too. So anytime Candy was live and he could hear her talking, he'd walk by and go, it's Candy, Candy, Candy Morgan. So I'm like, yes, it is, honey. It is Candy. Is she live? I'm like, yes, she's live. Okay. So it's like, oh my God. So, it's, we had fun. So
Yeah.
again, I'm still at a loss. I'm still at a loss for, what did I do that was so over the top, Candy, that you felt you needed to call me names, then call me out in somebody else's live stream?
Are you jealous of
Just,
her being on my panel? Is that what it is? Are you
yeah,
harboring secret thoughts and what's that Oscar Wilde the love that dare not speak its name?
kind of sounding that
I
way.
kind of think so. I kind of think so. Go get therapy. Deal with it.
Exactly. I mean, it's like, geez, you know. So yeah, that's kind of it's a bummer. I will definitely say that's definitely a bummer that it ended like this, but I kind of saw it coming a while back, and people have been walking away, Candy. You just haven't noticed. Because Candy, you are not happy unless you're fighting someone. I mean, there is a difference. Olaf, Emma, they're calling Barb out on her lies.
Yep.
Barb is dangerous. Barb is dangerous like crazy. Piggy is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's vulnerable people out there that do fall for their shit. So that's another reason why I will stand right by Olaf and Emma over Barb, because she is nasty and she's a scammer and she's dangerous to people.
It sure
So
is.
that's the kind of stuff that we stand up against around here. We don't like that shit. Now, don't talk about clout, Candy, because you're the one that will be the first to clout ride.
Oh yes.
Don't go there. Yep. At one point, she used to go live when she knew you were live.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I didn't even mention that. I meant to write that down because that's like what? We got two entirely different audiences now.
Right.
Like
Exactly.
there is no, you're not taking anything away from me, and I'm not taking anything away from you. I don't think.
Not really. And who says that two people or two different channels can't cover the same things?
Exactly.
I mean, everybody has their own personal take and their own personal opinion about how stuff goes. And they're going to react to it. Because again, I've said it 100 times. If I hear my name come out of your mouth, well, you can expect to hear yours come out of mine. It's as simple as that. I am going to defend myself. And that's what I'm doing because, Candy, I didn't deserve what you did. Kathy didn't deserve what you did. Kim didn't even deserve what you did. So get over yourself, Candy. If I have something to say about Barb, I'm going to say it. If I have something to say about Kim, I'm going to say it.
Yep.
And it's my right to say it. So unless you know exactly what I'm thinking, Candy, don't put words into my mouth about what you think I'm doing.
Bye, Witchy. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. I mean, who are you?
Right.
I know you're a
Hugs, Nicole.
control freak. You like to have control of everything, but you don't. I'm not sheeple. Never was sheeple.
No, no, me either.
Sorry.
Because I don't, even when, Dummy, wanted us on panel, just me, you. So, it was me,
Mhm.
you, and Candy and her, four of us. And that was a setup big time. So,
Yeah.
we knew that was coming too.
Mhm.
So again, we all tried to stand together, put our differences aside. This is my perspective. Everybody wanted to put their differences aside to stand up against one crazy person because we thought that might make a difference. Hell, it didn't. It's still not. Hell, even going to jail, the bitch didn't learn anything.
Exactly.
So me doing anything is not going to change that. She's like, oh, well, you guys, ha ha ha, thought I was going to spend 100 years in jail. No, honey, we knew you weren't going to go to jail. But we thought that you would at least come back a bit contrite about that, the felony charge got dismissed against you, which you were very lucky, Missy. Very lucky.
But you know what
But
we have? We have pictures. We have
no
your
doubt.
mugshot.
Right. And anybody that just put your name in a search bar, it comes right up. So miss us again with that. We tried to, alter that picture in any way because no, we didn't. You look like a backer for the 49ers. They could use you probably.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, again, miss me with that. I don't use a filter. I don't use anything. I've had I've used my real picture a ton of times. If you want to come at me because I don't go on camera live and whatever, because I value my privacy. I don't.
That's exactly why. And we have observed what happens when you do show your face.
Exactly.
Thank you. I'm here for fun, not to be critiqued. The lack of, I'm not. I have the face for radio. That's all
There
you
you
need to do.
go. There you go. Amen. And like Olaf said it too. As a community, different people are covering Barb because the more people get the word out about this wackadoodle, the more people are going to go, wow, look at her. We need to band together. And that's what we did as our community. We all put our differences, because again, we're all like a big dysfunctional family. Everybody has them,
Yeah.
and that's what makes us all fun is, we all have our thing. And we all tried to put our differences aside to help get rid of one person. Now, yeah, it didn't work and whatever, but you couldn't ditch that harassment charge there, girlfriend. That stuck. And so she doesn't realize that she needs to continue to tread carefully because she has now really teed somebody off. Okay. And I don't blame her for being teed off, and I don't blame her for being a bit nervous because this chick is a nut. I mean, she really could have been stuck in Barb's stomach for 9 months. I'm not kidding you, because everybody's amazed at what they hear Barb do. We've already been down this rodeo several times already.
Yep. We've
heard this same shit. We have heard this same shit come out of somebody else's mouth. So we just sit back and go, wow, there's actually 2 whole people on this planet that are like this crazy bitch. We're shocked.
And Texas, if you're talking about Candy, no, she's just gatekeeping her cows. Nobody's allowed to have an opinion on her cows unless she's involved. She has to be involved. Everybody, everybody else's channel has a different take.
Exactly.
On the town. We all have a way of approaching that is different. And she's just gatekeeping the cows, and nobody. No, I get to talk about Kim if I want to. I get to talk about Barb if I want to.
Right. Exactly. And I agree. The more people that expose her, the better.
Yes.
And and that's what people were trying to do, especially with because when I first started kind of tuning in, I was following Olap's versions too, and then I realized it was spilling over to Candy. I'm like, oh wow, this has got something to do with Candy too. Let me go kind of peek what's going on over with them. And then I was seeing more and more stuff as to what a scammer this person was. And I'm like, wow, this lady's a trip. And I said, how does she go from having 600 and some subs one day and having enough to be monetized 2 days later? I said, tell me that's not sub buying. So then I found out who was doing the sub buying. And I'm like, oh, you've got to be kidding. That little weirdo is around.
Mark.
Stop it.
Mark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Diddler is buying her subs.
Yep. And I was just horrified. I'm like, oh, sweet Jesus. And most people don't know he's not even supposed to be on the internet. He's not supposed to be on the internet. And I know people that can get a hold of his sister and rat him out. So I don't know any of that stuff, but hey, somebody should do it because little pervert's up to no good again, as usual. So again, when that started coming out and I found out that was him, and then she's denying who that was, I'm like, oh, hell no. This is crazy. I even know about Mark. And that's why I went in and said, look, because she's calling Candy a liar and all this other shit. And I did. I went in and went, no, honey, Candy's telling you the truth. Oh, well, that little fucker Wolf looked, oh, well, she has how many subs? I said, honey, I've got content on my channel. Okay. Just because I make some candle reviews and what have you. Yeah, I have a channel. I've been there for, I think, since 2017, I think, on that channel. So don't come at me because I don't know what I'm talking about. I know a lot more than what you give me credit for, and I'm trying to help you here. And then bloop, gone forever. And I think Olaf, it's on one of her videos where I'm getting kicked out. So I was like, yep, that's how long it's been. It's like, okay, bye. Am I crying? No. I go watch and laugh and point, just like we did with the other dummy. So this isn't our first dummy rodeo. So yeah, we're going to help wherever we can because this woman does not need to be on the internet.
I'm sorry, I just read about Olaf. Oh, God.
Oh, that was hilarious. That was exactly, Death. You should. You really should because, you know, and she's racist against hair color too, by the way. Okay. I watched that and was like, huh? Just the look on my face. Huh? What did I just watch? What are you talking about? So different communities cover different aspects. So again, I didn't even know of some of Candy's aspects about what was going on with all this drama until that I heard Mark. And then I started looking more at Olap stuff and I'm going, oh, damn, this is the same person. This woman, oh my God. I said, damn. She's like, I'm under, you know, whatever they call her, 500 pounds or 300 pounds. I'm like, girl, your tits weigh 300 pounds. What are you talking about?
She's got
that rack alone weighs that much. You know, good God, no wonder your back hurts.
Those are big titties.
Yeah, they are, girl. I'm going to throw them bad boys over your shoulder and knot them up.
And she looks so fetching in her moo-moo. I'm sorry, house rest. Sorry,
right.
Sorry.
It's a moo-moo.
Moo-moo.
I'm so sorry. Did I do that?
Oh, her doctor says she can't wear a bra.
Why? Well, the only reason she can't is because she probably can't get around to get it on.
She would have to lean over the cups and have Wolf do up the back.
Yeah. Are you kidding? Somebody'd have to pick those bad boys up and put them in. You got to pick them up off the floor. I mean, I sit and watch her and I'm like, because the first, I'll be honest, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean here. I really am not. The first time I saw her and they were talking about cancer, I thought maybe she had had a double mastectomy or something. Because I didn't see her boobs. I didn't see them at first. You got to remember, I'm old. I'm on a phone.
On her knees.
Yes. And I finally got to look, and when she was gesturing, I'm like, wow, her boobs are sitting in her lap. Holy shit. Dang, girl. And then I'm under 300. No, you're not. I mean, damn. You probably are more like 500 pounds when you get up and move around. So
Oh,
God love you.
those puppies, I swear, are probably 40 pounds each.
Easy. Easy. God love her. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is anybody remember, and I'm sorry, I'll date myself. I don't care. Anybody remember the old cartoon Maxine?
Yeah, I do.
Thank you. Honey, those are Maxine titties. And now I'm going to traumatize you one more time in Discord because there's a meme I know, and you've posted it yourself before. If I could get away with putting that on YouTube, I would. I don't know if I'll get struck for it or not. I might give it a shot. I'm going to put the grasshopper screenshots up first, just in case I get struck. But you know, I just am at a loss for her too. And the shit that we've heard come out of her mouth are exactly like the crazy we've been dealing with for over 2 years. The same shit.
It is just a different setting.
It is. It is. So I'm just like, wow. Okay. Barb, next time have weight loss surgery. Oh, you can't get away with that. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, no, you know. And please don't tell me, Barb, honey, you're a pill shopper. You will go to the hospital
Oh, God.
and I'm in such pain. Tylenol's not working, you know. And they give you medicine. That's what ruins it for everybody else. Okay. I'm lucky. I'm blessed. She wants to talk about her back and her conditions, honey, please. I have degenerative disc disease. It gets worse every time they x-ray it and look at it. But I have a doctor that has dealt with me for decades, and I'm allowed the good stuff because I'm responsible with it. That's why. It's people like you that go and get shit to where I sat and one time, and this was, oh my God, probably 5 or 6 years ago. I had 7 stitches in my finger. I almost cut my fingertip off.
Oh,
I know. And they let an intern sell my stuff too, and I was pissed. He's like, you want to watch? I'm like, of course I'm watching. You know, he thought I was going to be gross or something. Like, dude, I ran mother jugs and speed. Okay. I'm not going to pass out. I'm good. So I think maybe I made him nervous because I was watching. I don't know, but he did such a shitty job. I had to butterfly it myself later because it kept popping open.
Ooh.
I'm like, dude, I know. And so the main doctor comes in, looks and goes, okay, nice job. And I'm like, really? Okay. And I'm just worried, is my nail going to grow back? That's what I'm worried about. Is my nail going to grow back? And he's like, well, it might. And I'm like, okay. So I'm going to have great. I'm going to, do with 9 good fingernails and whatever. But so it is what it is. It did grow back. It doesn't get as long as the rest of them anymore, but I'll live. But so he goes, okay, we'll go home, take some Tylenol. I'm like, excuse me? You just sewed my finger back together and you want me to take Tylenol? Well, your pressure was a little high. You think? Really? I wonder why. And so, you know what? I'm like, fine. Pat me on it. $3,000 what that cost too. I was like, you're serious. So that's what they billed my insurance. That's why insurance is so fucked up. But so anyway, I come home. It only hurt for, because it was dead asleep for that day. And it woke up the next day. And I'm like, yeah, okay, it hurts a little bit. I took a pill and I was fine. That's all I ever needed. But, that's why you can't get anything good anymore because people abuse it.
Exactly.
And the thing that they are going to really be concerned about, Barb, you better be listening, Barb. I will throw you a bone. Don't buy your shit off the street or somebody's going to end up dead. Because they just had people overdose. And they were like normal, average people.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how to say it any different. He was an airline pilot. He was off duty for a couple of days. They found him and his wife dead because they experimented with some drugs or something. And it had fentanyl in it.
Jesus.
And now they're like dead. And the family's like totally freaked out about it. I would be too. It's always totally unlike them to do this kind of stuff. And well, and here 3 Kansas City fans freeze to death at some guy's house because there was fentanyl involved. It's like, so stop buying your shit off the street, people.
Nope,
I mean,
they won't.
damn, I only go to a legal dispensary to get my little happy weed. So, there.
Mhm.
And I'm from the 70s, okay? So, hey, I just don't. That
Yeah,
stuff's
yeah.
way different than it used to be. And I don't take any chances. So, nobody else should either. So, please listen to me, people.
Yeah. Isn't it funny you get more cautious as you age?
Well, I think that's the truth. It is.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm going, yeah, the ground is a lot farther away than it was last year.
Oh my God. They had me convinced to try to ski. And I'm like, I know this is a
Mm,
mistake. I know this is a mistake. I just ended up getting enema. And I'm like, I'm good.
yeah, yeah.
But I'm not doing that again.
Have
And I
fun.
think one of the things I sent my brother was I think it was a meme of a raccoon or something that said, remind me, body, to not ever do that again.
No,
It's like, oh.
you
So
know,
no, we learned.
sometimes I lie awake at night and my mind goes down past adventures I had in my 20s, which really glad I survived. But,
Exactly.
I don't know if I mentioned it out here, probably, that I led the charge to hop a train to Vancouver with my drunk buddies. And thank God we changed our mind because a couple of people had to pee very badly, And
Exactly.
how we didn't get caught being in the train yard, I have no idea. But it was a
Oh, I
fabulous
know.
idea to live the hobo life for about 3 days on a on a CN train.
Cool.
No food, no water.
Right, exactly. It's just like, and you look back on that and go, thank you, God. Thank you, God, for just a little small favor that we did live through that. So, it's true. And that's just it. We've been around just a little bit, you know. And I love people like to throw in my face, I don't have kids. No, I don't have kids, but I have a bazoogle of nieces, nephews, and friends' kids and everything else. And it's easy for us to know what's going on because they look at the side eye and go, how'd you know that? And my one niece asked me once, how did you know? I'm like, what do you mean, how do I know? I've done it. Please. You're not going to pull shit over on your parents. You're just not, so don't try. Well, how come they can't be cool like you? I said, well, I'm not your parent. I am not your parent. You can get away with extra shit with me, but I put them in a situation where they did wrong. And it was enough wrong to where I'm sitting back on, you got 24 hours to tell. And then after that, if you don't tell, I will. And normally I'm not that way. But if you put yourself or somebody else in a situation that's not going to be okay, I'll let you tell on yourself first. I've never had to do it either. They all fessed up and told. So they all fessed up and told.
Oh,
When you hear Aunt Kate goes, you got 24 hours, like, fuck, she means it too. So they just know to do it. So again, we've all been there and done that, kids. That's why.
that's right.
All
That's
been
right.
there and done
Well,
that.
remember all the activist hippies back in the 60s, all eventually got married, had kids, bought a house, and, you know, we aren't as naive as you like to think we are.
Well, exactly. And she's like, okay.
That's what
Yeah.
happens. You're in your 20s, you're in your activist mode. No, your parents are out of touch and all that stuff. That's so generational. It goes back, it goes back. Same thing happened in the 50s, same thing happened in the 60s. You know, I think the last mature generation was the greatest generation after the war, after the Second World War, because everybody was recovering from so much destruction.
Right.
And then they
Right.
started having the boomers, us.
Well,
When-
true.
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've been there and done a few things. So, hey, take our expertise or don't. But don't turn around later and go, "Whoa, you guys didn't tell me." Yeah, we did. What are you talking about? Yeah, we did several times. So if you weren't listening,
Hmm.
then sorry. So again, I have never decided if Candy is 500 years old or 50 years old. I really don't know. I really don't know because, again, I've kind of caught a few things along the days with Candy, and I'm not going to bring them up. It's not a big deal. It's a moot point. But I do. I don't think Candy's in her 20s, 30s, or 40s. We'll just go there. So
Hmm.
again,
Yeah.
so
Which
she
makes
has the right.
her start her that voice she uses when she's trying to throw shade sound like a petulant 12-year-old.
True.
You
Yep.
know, it's I'm sorry, was that supposed to intimidate me?
Right.
Uh,
Right. Yep. Yeah. If anything, I'm more disappointed
yeah,
than anything. I'm just more disappointed because again, uh, you know, she and most people know that I'm not going to come looking for the drama, but I will stand up for what I do think is really right to do
exactly. That's what
because
I said. I've always said that, Kate.
well,
Um,
yeah,
I don't go looking for problems or trouble,
nope,
but don't think I won't defend myself because I will.
exactly. Right. Or if I see somebody to the caliber of Crazy and Barb and some of these people that are just so outrageous, then I'm going to stand with whoever's going against them
Hmm.
because it's the right thing to do. It is the right thing to do. And I have struggled in the past with some of that shit, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do the right thing. You know, I may not like this person very well, but yeah, I'm going to do the right thing. And I've lived by that and I've done that. But, you know, we decided long ago, we tried to do the live to help with the puppies, even if she just listened to what we were telling her,
Yeah.
then it would be all good. And that's fine. Even if she took away one thing that we said, it's a good thing. But other than that, I can't control anything that happens. I can't.
Mm.
And, Candy knows better. So again, she's going to have to come at me and tell me what this is really all about because it certainly wasn't about us giving her friend some advice about newborn puppies because her friend was totally clueless and putting the actual puppy lives in danger.
No, Candy saw it as us stepping in her territory. Hey, plant lady.
Hi, plant lady.
This is exactly what her mindset was. She sees us trying to take over. No, you can have Kim.
Yep.
Honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
You could have the other crazy too, for all I care.
I'm going to laugh
Because
at her sticking her hand down her pants and smiling on the live. Mind you, Emma, we need to talk.
I know. The
I need
first time I saw that clip, I was just like, stop. She did not do this. But you
Well,
know what though?
yeah.
After seeing that, the girl needs a social worker. She needs
Mhm.
somebody, not just a neighbor, not just somebody else. You know, she needs to be intervened with a social worker that can advocate for her. That she said something telling that I kind of caught the other day. I don't know if anybody's because again, I don't know her all that well to even know or care, but she evidently it was windy in the neighbor's mail and they called her on a live stream and she's told the neighbor she had her mail because it was windy and whatever.
Mhm.
She's telling the neighbor what she got in the mail. I'm like, are you telling your neighbor live what she got in the mail? Does she realize you're live streaming? But so anyways, she goes, well, I have it for you in my room. I'm in my apartment.
Uh,
So she kind of slipped a little bit and said something about a room. I have it in my room. So but she clearly has a landlord, but who knows?
I think she's in a studio setup.
maybe that's the case.
You know,
Maybe that is the case, which is
yeah.
even worse for those dogs, but okay.
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh no. But again, Candy, you need to come and let me know what this was about, because clearly I don't think this was about me helping your friend. So I've never done anything outwardly to you. I've always tried to help you. I've always tried to just be a decent human being towards you. I thought we had made progress in the past. So again, this is on you. This is your choice. This is your decision. But don't come at me anymore, especially when I'm at someone else's live and you want to and cry because you're not getting enough attention, that you want to go after somebody that tried to help your friend.
Yeah.
I was trying to help your friend and Kathy was helping me. But Kathy was vested too, because that was what it was all about with her too. Because I know Kathy behind the scenes very well. And she is as much, if not as more, an animal lover than I am. So this was, hey, let me do this. We'll talk real quick and maybe she'll hear it. That was all we were trying to do. And
Mhm.
you keep trying to make it out to something else. And you called. I hope you people see that. What, she jumped on the bandwagon and called me? Why? What did I do? What did I do to deserve that? So if she's going to do that to me, folks, for whatever reason that only Candy knows, you're in line.
I
Just know
think,
that.
just used that video as an excuse to go off on us.
Well, I think
Well,
so
there's
too,
some
because
underlying problems she's had with us for a long time. I'm sorry. I'm not subscribed to her. I don't follow her. The only time I've ever listened in was when somebody put a link and said, "Oh, you gotta
exactly.
listen to this in Discord."
Yes, yes, yes. Because I did. I unsubbed as well a while back,
Yeah.
and
So,
because I just wasn't going to be, I felt like I got disrespected already once for something that I was still trying to figure out what I even did.
mhm.
So if you can't spell it out to me, if you can't be a grown up and you want to be cryptic and, well, this and this and this, come at me head on.
Yeah, and you also have to, if you do support Candy, God bless you. Not here to tell you not to, but if she ever says, "I'm gonna do a receipt," "Oh, I've got the secrets live. I've got it all," she'll never do it.
No,
She'll never do it. She caught me, I don't know how many times when we were still cordial, that she was gonna do this massive receipt, and she's gonna expose everybody, and this is gonna be awesome, and we get there, and she's on for 4 hours and does nothing
nothing. I know. We're
but
like,
smoke up and ramble.
I know. We're like, wait a minute, who was this even about? Or half the time you don't even know who she's talking about, And it's just like, does anybody know what she's talking about? We're like, what? Who's
Candy
she talking about? So,
Candy, here's my petty thing. Punctuation. It's a good thing. Because sometimes the titles of your videos are commas are good.
oh, yeah,
They're very helpful.
true.
Okay, pettiness aside.
Right. But no, it's an observation. It's just an observation. Again, I think we're kind of entitled to a few observations after what was said about us.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
So, because clearly again, if somebody can tell me I deserve that, then fine, I'll own up to something that, and if I offended her in some way, I would apologize. But I didn't. This didn't even have anything to do with Candy. Nothing. She inserted herself into this by what she said about us.
Yeah.
And then we go over to Hopper's, because that's what Hopper is talking about with some other people. Because I was hoping that we were going to see some sort of intervention, because Hopper kept dropping, hints that, Kim, you don't know what's going to happen, this kind of stuff. So I was thinking, wow, maybe, because I don't know her in real life enough to get involved in a type of intervention. But, they were talking about some of the stuff that Harry has done that's not exactly on the up and up. And there's going to be investigations and that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking, wow, she really does need an intervention. So
I think she does.
Candy, if you really were her friend, you would be encouraging people to get Kim the help that she clearly needs. She clearly needs it. So that's what, I mean, and I understand that you don't go real life. And my thing is, you don't go real life maliciously. That's what Piggy did. She would go real life maliciously. Some other people that we know would go real life maliciously. But this isn't intended to be malicious. This is out of genuine concern for Kim and her safety, I think. That's my opinion. I don't know for sure, but that's the motivation it seems to be to me. If I'm wrong, somebody should tell me so, and that's fine. I would, recant that. But um
Oop.
oh no, I'm in my thought. I'm just trying to,
Oh, okay.
word it correctly. I really wouldn't I don't know how to word it right. So, because I'm not going to offend a whole bunch of people on one day, so trying not to. But it's clear that she's struggling. Maybe let's just put it that way. And the people that are closest to her, like, Candy, you said, well, I've been around since the beginning. Then maybe you really should help out. And, I understand that they want her to learn on her own. That's fine. She should have done that a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it's going to be bad. Everybody knows it's going to be bad. You've
And
told her it's going to be bad.
and I've seen from other chats that Kim regularly um de-wrenches all her friends and tells them all to fuck off when Harry's involved.
Right.
And then when they have a big fight and she gets rid of Harry and all her friends are back, it's just like what. Hmm, I don't know. Just
I
it's
know. It's
best
like a
to leave it.
circle.
Yeah.
Right. And it's, and I guess, the people that were really trying to get across to her is that, she's going across state lines to another country for what? Why are you doing that, Kim? You've already admitted that you did that. You admitted that you did that on live stream. So that's not a good look. So people have genuine concern about that. Then, some, the person's past is coming out. They're just trying to have you make an informed decision. And if you aren't capable of doing that, then perhaps, you should be reaching out your father. I'm sure your dad is probably going to be a wonderful wealth of advice, but you have to talk to him. And so, I mean, I don't know who else is involved, but, people are just trying to get Kim to make the best decisions. But that's just it. I don't think Kim is capable at this point of
Nope.
making some of these decisions. But again, that's not for me to call out. I don't know her well enough. I'm just going by the stuff I've only seen recently. Because like I said, I've seen, bullets come up for Candy that, she's calling people out. And so I saw the dog x-ray. And I was like, yeah, I don't see any puppies in there. So I agreed with Candy. I think I even said something publicly. Definitely, there are no puppies in that x-ray. So I just assumed then that Kim was, just
A little
hoping that the
awkward.
dog was pregnant or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, somebody said that it had been a lot longer than the gestation period for dogs is only 63 to 65 days. So
Mhm.
they were saying that time period was long up. So I just figured Kim was embellishing, and I didn't think anything else about it. But then all of a sudden I'm hearing the scuttlebutt that all of a sudden there's puppies. I was even going in Discord going, did she show puppies on a live stream? Because I've been through this before. So did she show that they were her dogs' puppies, or is she just showing some live of puppies and claiming those are her dogs? So I'm like, again, you got to show me the receipts, because I come with receipts. I expect to see the receipts. So somebody said, yes, she showed that these are her puppies. I'm like, so again, how the hell did the dog have puppies? This is crazy. Well, then it was leaked out to me again. Well, you don't understand. I think they made these dogs have puppies. I'm like, really? What are you talking about? Well, the dog's only 8 months old. I'm like, what? That's what threw me just in the absolute tiz. And
Yeah.
that's what made me invested in this.
She has probably more than likely emotionally damaged that dog by interfering, well, breeding her so young, and then interfering, putting her hands in, removing the puppies. It's just shit. I can't even watch it. We did what we did with that live, and I have to separate myself from it now. I can't.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I mean, we did the best we did for the best, intentions involved. Somebody else took it and ran with it and felt their need to, call us names and do whatever. But no, you're right. She's going to have to find out for herself, sadly. And like Olap just said, it's going to get dark. How dark is it going to be? Nobody
Yeah.
knows, because
Yeah.
nobody really knows. She's never going to give that hairy guy up, no matter what anybody says. So she's just going to have to take what happens.
And if
That's all anybody can
says
do.
get rid of those puppies, throw them in the river in a plastic bag, she's probably going to do it.
I hope not. I hope that's never even been thought of or said.
I hope so, but there are some sick ass people out there.
Oh, there is. There truly is. We're watching some of this shit, because
Mhm.
I honestly did. I thought can't be anybody as loony as our loony. There just can't be. She whose name shall not be mentioned. That's our loony. And so they're going, no, you got to go check this lady out. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, wow, there is somebody as loony as our loony. How can this be?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, no.
And the fact that through Owl, we love notes for TLC. Now
Yeah.
that's one fucked up story.
Yeah. I caught the tail end of that mess. Yes.
Yeah, she tried.
Oh
She
my
tried
God.
to set her baby cribs on fire. She
No.
put
Oh my
a
God.
batch of newborn puppies in the freezer.
Yes. Yes.
Rumor
Yes.
has it, and I say this with some, trepidation, that she's had a sexual relationship with her dog.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. So I mean, there are so many worse out there.
I guess I'm sheltered.
Yeah. Well, hey, the internet opened my eyes.
Well, that's definitely true, because I went from just trolling ladies in a giraffe chat because you called the giraffe a wrong name, they all get bent out of shape. I'm like, damn, you bitches are soft. Okay. To coming from, some of the people I've told you I know about that are around now that I watch and go, oh boy. And it's just like, wow, those were the days. So I have never been too candy assed. I mean, I'm no pun intended. That I don't get my fifis hurt that bad, because again, I have to value your opinion first.
Yes, absolutely.
And if I don't, I'm just like, and what is your point? I don't care. Sipping my tea here. I don't give a shit what you think. Because this is the internet. Who cares? But some people, I do value their opinion, even if it's an online opinion. Yes, I do. But I just, no, I'm not. No. So straighten up, people, and act, like I said, act like an adult. If you see my ass in somebody's live stream, if you don't want to see me there, and I'm already, and I'm there, don't talk to me. I won't talk to you.
It's a very simple concept.
Very simple. If you really don't like it, then block me. Because as soon as I can go back and hit that little block button, that's what I intend to do. Because that's all I need. Thank you for, like I said, thank you for showing me your true colors. There's no fence mending there.
Yeah.
And which I'm sure is fine with you, because you made that abundantly clear. And that's fine. That is fine. But like I said, you've had your say. I'll have mine. This is it. Leave my name out of your mouth. Leave me alone.
Yeah. No reason. We've got two separate, really, communities with occasional crossover.
Right, exactly.
With both in subs. We share subs. I know we share subs. It's okay. They're there for different reasons, and they're here for me. So
that's right. That's right. And you come along the hard way. You just because one person that we covered, because we covered that person to keep that shit straight.
Yep.
We covered that shit to keep that shit straight. And it got started all because of you, Candy. Because when she took your channels away, there was never a community that was more upset about it. No matter how many times people had fought you and been upset with you and done whatever, everybody came together for you over that, because that was some dirty shit.
It was
And
really
I still get pissed when I talk about it, because that was some dirty, malicious bullshit that she faked. That's why I was really upset with you that you didn't fight harder for your channel, because it was a bunch of bullshit. It was a bunch of bullshit. And I know you didn't want to get doxxed and shit. I get that. Trust me. But, that was up to you to get your channels back. And nobody could
everybody
do that.
gets doxxed now. It's almost like a rite of passage. Yeah. Get it over with. It's like having sex
Right.
for the first time. Just lie
Oh,
back
no.
and think of England. What else can I say?
Oh, no.
All due respect, Death and Steph, if you're still
Oh, no. I could listen to Death talk all day. I could just lurk that woman's chat all day and listen. Yes.
So, or any other English ladies that might be listening.
Oh, definitely. We used to have an English client. I'd just be like trying to strike up a conversation about anything. Finally, you just want to look at him and go, would you just please talk? Would you like do a read book for me or something? Please.
That's all right.
Ugh.
Oh, almost 3 hours, my people. Boy, oh boy.
Oh my God. I didn't realize I had quite that much to say.
Yeah,
But
well, there you
I
go.
did. And I'm sorry if you came here expecting different content. This was just something that I felt I really needed to address, that Kathy agreed that we just needed to kind of address it, move on, let it go. I will be putting up, I've got some screenshots I would like to share just to show that I was not trying to start any trouble at Hoppers. Glory wasn't trying to start any trouble at Hoppers. The one that threw the first punch was Candy, and Candy was just being disrespectful. And I was just trying to go, look, let this go. Stop it. She's the one that called names. I never called a name. You never called a name. And that was the end of it.
And I'm going to wear my cunt bagness with pride.
There you go.
There
Amen.
You go. All right. Truth, You Wish, and Our Lady of Perpetual Poutine. PP, thank you very much for the super chat.
Yes, that's awesome, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we will reconvene at a later date. Hopefully Sam will get off her thumb and post something ridiculous so I can laugh.
There you go. There you go. Take care, everybody. Thank you for coming and listening to some of my opinions. And there we go.
You betcha. Bye, everybody. Thank you again. Bye.
Bye, Pass. Bye, Krista. Bye, Our Lady of PP.
And everybody else. Love ya. Bye.
Bye. Yes. Thanks.